Howdy, howdy, carnivores.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome
back. Welcome back.
Yeah,
I was here last week. Nobody showed up. I was like, what's going on?
That was Lindy's fault.
What happened last week? I just blinked and it's over. It just went so quickly and just too much. It's nice to be home. It's quiet again. I'm in my little safe house.
Oh, Sandra's calling us out. I know. Sandra, we are the worst YouTubers on the planet. We are so bad at this. So what happened was we had no cell reception at the Airbnb. We did have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was not very great when everybody's using it. So when we did the live stream, we had to have everybody disconnect from the Wi-Fi.
And people are still using it.
Yeah, I
got pictures.
Yeah, and we got it down, but it was a wreck where we were at. And then the only time that I wasn't at the ranch or the Airbnb, we were driving. And it's really hard to do a live stream when you're driving or going to an event. So I greatly misjudged how hard it was going to be to try to get on camera with all the stuff. So me and Lindy talked about it every day, how we are the worst YouTubers on the planet.
Yeah. And Todd's a bit of a NASCAR rally driver, so Ella and I were hanging on for dear life, so we had no hands to film anyway.
He is the boober.
I am the boober. I get an Iranian accent when I get behind the wheel, and I sound like a crazy cabbie. No, hey, they just don't drive like normal people drive in Austin. They are
the city.
Yeah, they drive like.
They have no road rules. Like they're going through red lights. And I'm like, that guy just went through a red light. He broke the law. And then we went through it. And I'm like, that is the law there. It is so weird.
It wasn't a red light. It was a yellow light. It was a yellow caution light.
It was red. Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah, that one got red when I was halfway through it.
Better hope there's no red cameras. You'll be getting a ticket in the mail.
Or Hertz is getting a ticket.
Yeah, no, just turning right into a right-hand lane. That was freaky. Yeah.
Oh, you're driving on the wrong side of the street when you come here, Lindy. You're all. She's like, ah.
Yeah. She was panicky. Yeah. It was pretty funny to watch, actually.
I'd be panicking with you driving, Todd. Yeah.
Hey, like, Ella, you can sit in the front and watch the oncoming traffic. I'll sit in the back and hide behind the seat.
Close your eyes. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I gave 7,386 Uber rides with only one incident.
That's because you're up in Montana. There's only one other car on the road.
I did actually, while giving an Uber ride, I got T-boned in the Albertsons parking lot. Was not my fault, by the way. They had to buy me a new car. This lady, as I was pulling through the parking lot, this lady dropped her phone on the floorboard. She reached down to pick it up. It wasn't watching the road, but when she bent down to pick it up, she hammered on the gas and she just plowed right into the side of my car. It was crazy. She was doing like 55 in the parking lot. It was nuts. She totaled both of our vehicles. Totaled 2 vehicles in the parking lot. How fast you got to be going to do that? That was crazy. But that was the only incident. It was not my fault when I was driving. I have a very clean driving record. Thank you very much. But and we got there safe and sound. It just, dude, Texas was crazy. You'd have to cross 5 lanes of highway and they give you 200 feet to do it. Like the map, you just have to, and yeah, it was not conditional, but I made it. So I had to. I didn't get the extra coverage on the rental car.
Yeah. And we stayed it was a house and with a barn attached, which was really nice. So we stayed in there. We had Ashley and Brett, who's here, Carnivore, staying with us. It was supposed to be a nice, quiet space. So we had plenty of opportunity to do some lives and stuff from Texas. But everybody lived in the barn. Like you'd wake up and there were, 5 people sitting downstairs drinking coffee, doing all their things. And we just didn't have quiet space at all, did we?
Right.
No.
And when you come from being home alone for 5, 6 years, housebound, into a house full of people, Geez,
24/7. Yeah.
24/7, literally. Had no quiet time at all. So it was pretty full on. So very hard to film or do anything there.
For sure. It was difficult. And then when we weren't, or when we were trying to go to bed, we found out that Texas is kind of a nightmare place where nightmares are made because there's scorpions crawling directly up the wall in the barn in which we slept. Now, I knew Texas had scorpions, but I didn't know that they could climb on walls and ceilings. So that unlocked a whole new phobia for me when I was trying to sleep in the bed in the barn where the scorpions were crawling up the wall and defying all gravity. So that was a whole new problem that arose. And then we saw one behind the couch, and I thought, oh, well, clearly this is just one-off accident. That's just one scorpion. And not 5 minutes later, there's one crawling up the wall by the television, too.
Hey, what's that crawling on your shoulder, Todd?
No joke. I felt that night when I went to bed, I must have slapped my leg 15 times. I felt for sure I was covered in scorpions that night.
Well, I spotted the first one. It was behind us on the couch, and I'm like, he grabbed my shoe and hit it because I don't want to hit it.
Yeah.
And then it went behind the couch, and then we saw the other one. So what did you do? You went and got a pair of salad tongs, grabbed it, and you sat there for 5 minutes with this thing, watching it trying to kill the salad tongs.
Yeah, I was watching it because it was trying to bite the salad tongs with his tail, and I was like, this is actually pretty cool. But then he played dead. I loosened my grip, and then he jumped at me, and I had to jump and then stomp him to death. Somebody says they don't even die when you step on them. I'm like, they do a big T steps on them. He was
a cockroach would die.
Yeah, they might be resilient, but they're not big T stomp proof.
Well, good job that you can jump. So you jumped pretty far when that scorpion flung out at you.
I did.
It was good.
Yeah, Todd can move pretty fast. I move pretty fast too.
I definitely jumped like a schoolgirl. I was like, ah!
And nobody recorded it.
No. Well,
I know.
I was recording when it jumped, but you don't see it here. I'll send it to you, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in WhatsApp, and then maybe we can put something up here. Let's see. We'll put it in. There we go.
And if you guys got any pictures, you guys took that one. You guys want to share too?
They're still on my phone. I haven't even been home 24 hours yet, so I haven't had time to do anything. So maybe next week, or we could do another one midweek.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, I came home and I crashed. Jumped on the couch. I had a shower. I had to have a shower because I needed my shower and my hot water, and then just sat on the couch and I kept passing out. I was so tired. It's just go. Like I think I had adrenaline pumping the whole time. And when I got home, it was just like, bang. I feel good now.
Yeah.
Had a good sleep. Yeah.
No, it was awesome. We met so many awesome people. It was fantastic. Oh, we got Missy's in the chat. We got to meet Missy in real life.
Oh, is she? Hi, Missy. Love you.
Missy came and saw us.
Yeah.
That was incredible to hang out with her. By the way, she doesn't turn her camera on because she'd make us all look ugly. She's smoking hot.
She is.
I've seen a video. Yeah.
For sure. But it was awesome. And, it was just so much fun to meet everybody. Ashley and Brad are such good dudes and, man, good cooks. The food was incredible. The smoked. The best food, no joke, the best food was the smoked prime rib roast that Ashley and Brett made on Ashley's Traeger he brought down. By far, it was the best food we had in Texas. It was so good. We even went to some place called Three Forks that has these like kind of high dollar, like $175 steak, like dry aged dealy bobs. It was good, but Brett's prime rib was way better. With Brett and Ashley's prime rib was way better. And Ashley made it again for us, and it was even better the second time. Ashley was killing it on that grill. So tasty, so awesome.
I got plenty of video and tips. I'm actually going to sell my barbecue and buy a smoker. I'm sold, absolutely sold. It's the best thing. So no more cremated meat on our barbecue. We're getting a smoker, and I can do it myself. So So very easy.
For sure. Lindy,
Mm.
now tell the people that all the stuff that I was saying about steak was not all hype.
I knew you to do this to me. When you haven't had a good steak, you don't know what you're missing. You know, and now that I've been to Texas, I've had the best meat. I'm missing it. I'm going to miss that meat. And unfortunately, you have a lot of fat on Texas meat. Here in Australia, they cut everything off. It's just so lean. And I thought I was a fat adapted. As soon as I get to Texas, my first couple of bites, I'm on the toilet. So my whole trip, I ended up fasting. Whenever we went out, just had to fast because I was scared that it was just going to hit me. So I didn't get to take or eat very much. I've actually lost weight on my trip because I'd fasted so much. But yeah, so next time I'm really going to have to try and pump up my fat intake so that when I come over, I'm fat adapted. So,
right?
Yeah, but geez, very good. And that's why I get the smoker. The meat was so good and you can't fail.
Oh yeah, there's our little bed bug buddy. That little fella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As soon as he came out, Ella ran upstairs and checked the suitcases, the bed under the doona.
No!
She was so scared. Like we
Yeah.
get huntsmans here. And this is tiny compared to our huntsman. So
Oh yeah.
he was only little. Nothing
Yeah,
a shoe wouldn't fix.
He's a little scorpion. That's like being a little, like being a little cobra or pit viper. I don't care how little they're.
Yeah. Yeah, my head's still in. Yeah, it's still got things in it. It's still half packed. I haven't unpacked fully yet. I was supposed to wear it today, wasn't I? I'm so sorry.
Here, that brings up a good point. Let me send you some more.
There's Todd with his new hat.
Oh, that's my Kubra. And I do love that hat. I it's so much cooler.
Awesome hat.
Hats. Yeah, they're very light and nice and cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's made for the outback, so yeah, very light and very hardy. So, do you got pictures of that? Awesome. I'm bummed we didn't record that because that was really good. Yeah, this little segment where they had all the testimonials.
Oh, I recognize that feller. But yeah, that was from the Hack Your Health speech. That was awesome. That was way fun. Can you pull up?
And then this was in Texas. The TSA was looking for you, man.
You see this in Texas. That's why I got cavity search. You son of a.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I know I heard about this. Well, not this. This is you guys. This is when you guys first landed, Lindy and Ella. When you guys first landed.
Hey, I got to ask you. Those seem like pretty good sized seats, actually.
Yeah. They weren't too bad. We were right up the back.
Were there 2 seats in a row or 3?
3 seats.
Dang it.
But here, this is actually we just got on the plane in San Francisco to come home, so we just did a quick photo. And what Ella did is she booked the window seat and the aisle seat, and then hopefully, if the plane's not full, no one sits in the middle. So we had all 3 seats to ourselves coming home.
Oh, nice.
So that was really nice. So we were able to spread out. We could put our bags on the seat. I could use the middle tray and not have to worry about that little one in front of me.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, but we couldn't have done that coming over because it was a full flight. So that's a trick for future. Just book the 2 end seats, and if it's not a full flight, no one's going to choose to sit next to you. So,
right.
Good tip for my traveling daughter. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, that was when I grabbed the scorpion with my salad tongs. Here in a second, it'll get clear, but you can see the little sharp tail. He was trying to stab the salad tongs. There it is. And then just before this, you're going to see some things go awry, and that was when he jumped out of the salad tongs. and that's why the camera went out of focus.
Yeah, because Todd jumped a mile.
I did. I was actually like, oh, I do have the quick reflex fiber, whatever. Apparently, fight or flight's a real thing. Yeah, that's when I jumped, and I was like, right about here, I was like, ah! Now I'm stomping it out. Yeah, that didn't go well.
No.
Then
But, scorpions are fine outside, but not inside the house. It's just like spiders here. If they're outside, I leave them alone. If they're in the house, they have babies that got to die.
I didn't care at all if they were on the ground, but I didn't know they could climb up walls. Like that's terrible. Like that shouldn't happen. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
Hi, Brett. It was lovely to meet you too. Enjoyed my hug. Yeah. No, it was so good.
Matt, there's no such thing as a poor baby scorpion, sir. There's no such thing. It scared me to death. Good Lord.
Oh, wait till you come to Australia. We'll show you a couple of huntsmen. And they're only little compared to some of the bigger spiders you can get. So,
did you get those videos of her of shooting, Michael?
Yeah, I gotta get them in 1 second.
No, I just was wondering if we could play some of those. That was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, we went to a shooting range in Austin. I jammed the first bullet, as usual. I break everything. That's all right. But my daughter, she was so scared at the start. And then by the end of it, she was like a little spy girl. She's shooting it up. And she did really, really well. She was actually hitting the target, the target practicing. I think she's bought a poster home. It's somewhere here. Yeah. She was really good.
Between the cowboy hats, the eating smoked Texas beef, and shooting, you're about 98% American now. I'm sorry to tell you this. Like it's in your blood.
He just won't get me behind the wheel of a car, though. Definitely not in Texas. We'll try some of the other states. Florida next year, I hope. So we're going to save up and do Hacky Health Florida.
Matt, I got to tell you, I drove from Hoboken, New Jersey to Montana once, and I had the pleasure of taking a subway from Hoboken into Times Square, and I saw the rats in which you speak of, which are very unsettling. So, yes, they do look. You do have rats the size of, well, big raccoons. It's quite impressive. Here we go. This is why they are now mostly American. This was the first time, and unfortunately, they didn't have any real small caliber, so that was a 45 ACP SIG 9 or SIG 45 ACP 220. And this is why she's a little jumpy, because this is her first shots. But she gets way, way better here next. We drop her down to a SIG 9mm. I would have done that first, but we only had so many guns. Yeah, now look at her. Now she's
a pro now. Yeah.
Yeah, now she's just leaning into it. She's killing it.
Yeah, she loved it.
There's
Bella.
Bella's just sitting there putting tight groups together. It was awesome. You don't see me because it's about 145 degrees in there, and I can't see anything because there's so much sweat in my eyes. That place was so hot.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
It was crazy because Ella took her target home with her, which is awesome, so she could see that. But I wanted her to take some spent brass, so I gave her some brass. But also, when I was picking it up, I picked up 3 9mm rounds, and then I forgot they were in my pocket when we went to the mothership, Joe Rogan, and I was getting frisked with the metal detector. I was setting off the detector with 9mm rounds. It was pretty funny. I got searched pretty hard after they saw the rounds, but it went pretty well after that. Everybody's like, what's happening with Todd, and why are they making him like lift up his shirt and grab his ankles?
Gunsmith hat. Yeah.
Right. You pretty much could just come over and, if they ask you to do the simulation test or whatever, you can just show them those videos and they'll just stamp you, pass you through.
Yeah. It's kind of weird walking around with my hat in my hand at the airport. Everyone's looking like, this cowgirl, who does she think she is? Oh,
that's awesome. That is awesome. But no, it was a good time. Let's see. Let's go to some starred questions here. So I think you met us in the parking garage, right? I think that was B Dog. I'm pretty sure that was awesome. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. When you came up, I was like, it was unsettling having somebody come up behind you in the parking garage after getting out 5 minutes.
I was like,
what is happening now?
That was our first day at Hack Your House. So we hadn't experienced anything. And we literally just got out of the car, which going towards the center, and we could hear someone yelling at us. And we're like, who would know me here? Like, we're in Texas. Lindy Todd. I was like,
that was awesome.
Gee.
Yeah. It was so great to meet you. That was awesome.
Hold up on 1 second. I just want to know, how many times did this take place?
We're going to Hack Your Health Medicine this weekend. I see Todd Muscar. Please walk up to him and say hi. Yeah, that was not even fair. True blue story, no joke either. So when we're in Hack Your Health, I'm sitting there waiting for Bella to speak, and some guy comes up to me and says, "Are you the guy that runs from light pole to light pole? You look so familiar." I didn't know what the heck anybody was talking about. I'm like, light pole to light pole. And then I think Lindy was the one that said, "Oh, that's Kip's thing."
Yeah, that was Kip for practicing for the 5.
So this guy was embarrassed, and I had to say, "Well, actually, you're in good company, because my own mother brought me into the living room one day and said, 'Why are you wearing that dumb hat on YouTube?' And it was Kip. And my own mother mistook my Kip or me for Kip and was watching his video, thought it was me. So, yeah, that was not fair. But no, that actually did happen once, and that was funny for sure.
Yeah, I laughed. I laughed so hard when he said that.
Oh man. Yes. It was so crazy. It was nuts. We gave up our our first 2 days of Hack Your Health because we just incredibly underestimated how much it was going to take to get the live stream going and to get the tables and chairs and food and people there and stuff and just get it ready. So it was crazy, and picking people up from the airport, it just didn't work out. So we weren't there on Friday, so we didn't go to the VIP dinner. We weren't there on Friday. We were working on the cameras and everything, setting stuff up, and then Saturday we had to set up the audio, even though it went bad, and set some things up and move furniture around. And then we had the SBG meetup, which was fantastic, at Fogo de Chao. And then we had to come back. We did the live stream and the dinner. That was crazy fun, but it was just super busy.
Mm-hmm.
There she is. Yeah, absolutely. It was so fun hanging out with you. I wish we could have done it more. It was so busy there and so crazy, but yeah, it was fun. Missy went to, she came both to dinner on the live stream night, and she went to the comedy club with us, the Mothership, which that was the greatest $50 I've ever spent, was going to that Mothership. Like, it's so crazy. It just has to be a tax write-off for Rogan. There's just no other way. There's no way that thing's making enough money. It's just dudes hanging out and just like a tax write-off, because it had Tom Segura, Ron White, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Rogan, and that other fella, I forget his name, but he's one of the big comics from Kill Tony. All that for $50 and a couple of must-buy drinks. Like, it was crazy. It's the most fun. I will fly back there just to go to that again, for sure. But yes, absolutely, the Mothership was awesome.
Yeah.
Our Uber driver in Austin stopped to pick us up in front of a green light, stopped all traffic, and then did he turn from the right lane in front of all the cars? Yeah, right? I know.
There's no rules in Texas.
No, that's normal. Yeah, I know. You just you start picking a spot, you turn your blinker on, and then I just gun it, and you just get flipped off by people in 5 lanes, and it's just like, I think that's just now called the Austin salute or something. I don't know.
If you did that in Chicago, you'd get shot at. So,
well, maybe in Chicago, but see, I think in Texas they know you'll probably shoot back.
yeah, they know everybody's got a gun there. Yeah.
So they don't do it.
Yeah, I think Ella said a few times, Todd, I think that guy just flipped you off.
She did. I said, he's just showing his respects for my really cool driving moves.
He likes Todd's hat.
Exactly. So glad you guys are back. I've been waiting to see you guys all week. What joy. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Sorry. We tried to do a live stream through the week. It just didn't happen. Like every morning we're like, we're doing a live stream today. Well, and it just, something happened.
Every time.
Yeah,
every single time. That was crazy. We really were trying. And we're like,
Poor Michael, he's sitting there waiting for us because we're like, we're going to do a live stream at this time. And then
nothing.
It just didn't happen. So
I'm here in the studio ready to go, and you guys don't show up.
Well, what's even
and then a few minutes later, Todd will send me a picture of his steak that he's eating. This is a good one, he said.
I hope you went fasting.
Priorities, Michael. That's what happened. Good life choices. Hey, Charlie. Tom, Lindy, glad you're not here during the summer when it's really hot, which that frightens me because if this isn't really hot, then good Lord Almighty.
Just getting started.
Whew.
I did struggle. I found it comfortable. Mind you, I wasn't out in the heat for 2 or 3 or 4 hours at a time. It was like moving from a air-conditioned car, walk into the venue, and then it's air-conditioned in there. So I found it quite comfortable. But
Lindy, this kind of talk scares the crap out of me to come visit you in Australia, just so you know that.
look, I've got my jumper on. It is freezing. My arms are in.
Promises. Everybody said that was
cold.
going to happen in Texas AC too, and it never once was I cold in Texas. I can promise you. Not a single time.
I was cold in the barn. And then I had to sit in the back seat just so I could turn the vents off.
Oh, good Lord. Is that what you were doing? How could you turn the vents off there? Oh, my gosh.
So you get more in the front.
Oh,
Yeah, it was too cold for me.
that is insane. But thank you, Charlie. We will be back. I'm sure there's going to have more events there. Margaret. I've been looking at smokers since we heard about this. Absolutely, Margaret.
We took a bit of video, and Ashley showed me his smoker and how it all works, and I took a video for my husband, so I might post that at some stage as well. And I've already talked to the family because they're like, oh, what do you want for your birthday, Mum? I'm like, well, you can put in towards a smoker. I want a smoker for my birthday. So hopefully in 3 weeks, I'll have my own smoker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ashley's, the one that he used that I really did like was a Traeger Timberline XL is what it was. Traeger Timberline XL. That thing was fantastic.
I probably want one half the size. That was a huge one. So a smaller one would definitely suit us here.
There's Brett. Absolutely, Brett. You did Texas proud for sure with your guys' steaks. Those guys were whipping them out left and right. I don't know how many, what those guys do, make probably nine or more dinners, dinners and lunches, of course. That was crazy.
Geez, I think what time did we arrive? At 9 o'clock at night, and they're like, "Well, grab you a steak, Lindy," and off they went. 9 o'clock at night, everyone was sitting around relaxing, and they whipped up a steak for Ella and I. Had a beautiful ribeye. There's this and that. Just always, offering and cooking. It was just amazing. I mean, no wonder we hate restaurants.
Right.
I reckon these guys should start their own chain because I'll be there. I'll move to Texas or I don't care. I'll move anywhere if those guys had a restaurant. Because
now you see why my heart breaks every time you say that you cook steaks from frozen.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'll be continuing to do that until I get my smoker.
All right.
Because I don't know how to cook. I don't even have a cast iron, but now I've had lessons on how to clean it and what do you call it? Seal it.
Yeah.
So that's on my list as well. I'm going to try and get a cast iron. And then I will try some steaks. But you didn't cook for me once, Todd.
I know.
Promised me all this meat,
What?
and you had everybody else
I
do
didn't.
it.
For
Well,
the
wait a
past
minute.
9 months, you were promising. That's all he
I
is.
know, right?
Empty promises, man.
Come on,
Listen.
everybody.
Listen, I
Didn't-
delegated the cooking because we had two better cooks than me. Both Brett and Ashley were way better cooks than I am. And we hired a cook for the cooking night. So I did delegate and orchestrate the cooking.
You were on vacation or something, huh?
I was trying to be, but I couldn't. It was a working vacation, but it was very, very fun. It was very, very fun. The work was awesome for sure.
That's all right. When he comes to Australia, make him cook me a steak here.
That we can
Cook
do.
an Aussie steak, and we'll see how you do with it.
I will, and I'm going to be very honest about what I think of the meat. But Michael, they have Costco's there, so I have hope.
Yeah. Oh, down there, yeah.
Well, they're building one not far from here. At the moment, it's quite a hike to get to one. But hopefully by the time you get here, it's built, and we'll definitely go down and check it out.
Is it as much of a hike as going from Wimberley to Austin?
Yeah, it's probably the same, but more traffic. More traffic.
Wow. You have more traffic than Austin?
God, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Melbourne's big, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's terrible.
Austin's
See,
tiny compared to Melbourne.
I'm still learning my way. Like I've been, trapped in my house for a long time. So when you go to new places, I kind of freak out a little bit. So, yeah, the fact that I wasn't driving in Austin was a good thing. But
You would have been on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah. But now that I've been to Austin, that was like, I was so out of my comfort zone. I'm actually wanting to get out a little bit more and just test the waters, go to different places. I've really got a bit of a travel bug now, so I'll be pushing myself from now to whenever. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully if I can figure out tickets, I will see you there for filming. Lindy, did you say that you've been home for 24 hours now? Wow.
Yeah, we arrived around 8 a.m. or just after 8 a.m. yesterday. What's 9:30 now? So I would have been arriving home about this time yesterday. So it's about 24 hours now.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was a
She
long
took
trip.
off on Friday from here and landed Sunday morning in Australia. Yeah.
Yes, time zone.
For sure. Todd, how can I get my legs strong again? Well, I mean, I don't know that I know any exact formula, but just the more that priming made my muscle atrophy come back quite a lot when I did the SBD priming. That helped quite a lot. And then, the lighter I got, the more energy I got, the more I moved. And then I was starting to lift, and then I started doing to get the fluid off of my legs. I started doing air squats on the vibration plate, which helped a ton, and so that made it pretty strong. And then what I want to do next, it was funny, Amy brought this up in SBG Open Chat today, but I want to get one of those Animal House Fitness monkey feet, because that's the last thing that I think I'm missing. It basically straps weights to your feet, like heavy weights, 30 some plus pounds. You can pretty much strap them in any dumbbell. And then you can do like leg raises, calf raises, all these things. And that's supposed to really help your hip flexors, which is kind of the thing that I feel like needs some help, is my hip flexors. Basically meaning that you can go upstairs really good, but it's hard to go downstairs, like that muscle, those hip flexors, and that's what I still have some weakness in. So, but I would start with the tension bands too. Those were helping. I was doing those a bunch, but just body weight squats and leg raises. And then I don't know where you're at, but I'm personally planning on doing those and then going to those burpees, and lunges as I continue to lose weight, to see if that'll help quite a bit, but that's really just moving more has been helping my legs a ton, just even no matter how small it seems when you're doing it, it makes huge difference,
Yeah, and that's the thing with exercise. At that weight, and like even now, like I've lost quite a bit, I just don't have any strength in my legs and climbing and getting down the stairs, getting into high cars. I mean, that's still a struggle for me, not only with the mind, but physically. I just can't lift my weight. And you hear people exercising, they're out in the gym, pumping iron, doing all this stuff. We don't need to do that. Like, we're not, and that's where I struggle. I think I need to get on the treadmill and go for an hour or go for really long walks or pump iron and do all that stuff in the gym. And that scares me. And then people are like, oh, no, you just need to lift a little weight here or there, and that's all you need just to get started. And when you're feeling good, you probably do want to go to the gym and do all the harder stuff. But for me right now, that's frightening. And it's better just to do those little movements now and slowly strengthen up and work your way up to, if you want to do the other stuff. But, yeah, we don't have to jump all in and do the whole gym routine and stuff right now. But that's my goal too now, is just to strengthen my legs, and I want to try and do a little bit more walking. And I'm not going to go on major hikes or anything, but just start going around the block and then maybe go to a park and do an oval and gradually build up some, steps and things like that. But yeah, when you think exercise, don't think you have to do the full-on cardio workouts and stuff right away.
No, we are kind of our own gym with all this body weight, so if you have excess body weight, you're already lifting weights, you just have to move with it as much as you can and eat right and get the, prime, eat right, nourish your body and let it heal, get good rest.
Yeah. And definitely physical limitations with all the loose skin flopping around as well. That's not healthy. You can pull a muscle just by moving the wrong way.
we hit some turbulence. We hit some turbulence when we were coming into Salt Lake. Then it was pretty hard, and things flopped in a certain way, and it made my passenger, the guy next to me, he was noticeably concerned. I don't think he'd ever seen a shirt move like that. I was having a hard time holding back the laughter. I was like, looked like there was some sort of alien scene. Easy, pal. This is what progress looks like, sir. I was laughing really hard. Oh, it was funny. Hey, there's Lynn and
Hi, Lynn. Yes. We're all moving over here from Ken and Jerry's. So nice meeting you both last Sunday. Yeah, I was over in the chat too, and they're like, oh, go visit Todd and Lindy's live stream. I'm like, what? I had to jump in the shower. I didn't even know it was on. So
so much fun talking to you and Ribeye Ranger. It's such a good time, Lynn. We appreciate you guys much. All right. Hi all. Hello, my sweet Lindy, Todd, and Michael. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hello.
So nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us and watching.
I miss all our faves. Yeah, you're all so beautiful people. I missed you all last week.
I think we put a deficit in the meat supply in Austin for sure. I do know that for a while there at Fogo, like it was taking forever for them to bring more meat out. I think, they had a whole like salad bar and soup bar and cheese bar and all this stuff. Like nobody went to it. I think Ella was the only one.
My daughter. She's not a carnivore.
But I don't think anybody else hardly went to that thing. And so I don't think they knew what to do. They had 100 people that were professional meat eaters. So they were coming over. Also, I'd never been to one of these Brazilian places, but I found the trick of all tricks. So they give you these little crimpy clamps, right? And they're going to slice the meat off. And so they start to slice, and they want you to grab the little piece that's coming off, and then they cut it off so you can pull it to your plate. Well, when they bring over like the Kanya and they got these rolls on the skewer, if you just take your little clamp, put it on the whole thing, you've now contaminated the whole steak. And they'll just look at you like you're an asshole, and then they'll slide it off on your plate. So every time the guys would come over, they would be like, would you grab the fork, sir? And he wants me to do a little thing. And I just reach under, pinch the whole steak, and then he'd look at me every time and then just slide it off with his It was so pro tip.
Lindy, why didn't you videotape this?
I know. We're the worst influencers. We should have taken a lot more footage, and I'm regretting it now, but we'll just have to do it again next year.
Right?
And you can come and you can leave the whip. Take your camera out, Lindy.
There's going to be a picture of him on the door. Don't let this guy in.
Pretty much. He abuses the clamp policy. He's lucky I just didn't lick my finger and go down all the stairs.
All of them, yeah.
I know.
But I was laughing because I was like, what are they going to do if I just... Exactly, Missy, it works.
Yeah.
Just use the forks, pinch the steak, and it's all over because now you've contaminated it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and you take that little bit of slither, and then it takes them another hour to get back to you with another stick. And it's like, geez, just give me the whole bloody thing. Yeah.
Exactly. The first time I did it to the guy, he looked genuinely confused and nervous and annoyed. It was really funny. And he's like, because I grabbed it and he stopped cutting and he kind of pulled back like he was trying to process it. Like, what's he going to do? And so just to give him a hint, I tugged on it a little bit. And he's like, the whole thing, sir. And I'm like, well, yes. Looked at me, because now it screwed up his little skewer, because now they're supposed to slice all the way down to this big fancy thing. Now his got a gap in it. It was so funny. I was laughing so hard when I did that. Lindy has been Americanized for sure. She's freaking sent lead down range. She's wearing cowboy hats. She's eating steak. I mean, she's like a pair of boots and a can of Copenhagen away from me.
Probably swearing, sticking her head out the window, swearing at people as she's driving by. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Well, they flip off people here all the time as well. So I was pro at that before I came.
Yeah, but instead of flipping them off, you just got to go by and go, damn commies.
Yeah, we went to a Buc-ee's. Didn't know what a Buc-ee's was, so we had fun in there just looking around. So that's pretty cool. What else? I can't remember what else we did. We saw a Walmart. We didn't go in, but we drove past one.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have Walmarts there, huh?
No.
No, you're lucky.
No.
You're not missing nothing.
No, I told her, it's kind of, it's not the best of America. It's not a Walmart for sure. The rats in New York walk around sliced pizza. I believe that, sir. They are ridiculous. Let's see. Hi, Todd. Oh, Ribeye Ranger. Yeah, I absolutely remember it. Hi, Todd. We met Sunday night at the restaurant. I was the guy with the cowboy hat. Ribeye Ranger. You're a true gentleman. What range did we go to? We went to the range at Austin. It's called the range at Austin, and it was fantastic. Very ton of.
It was good.
Yep. Yeah, Ribeye Ranger was awesome. You guys should go check out Lynn and Ribeye Ranger's channels too. They have awesome content. I mean, no joke. Their recap, you guys really should go. In fact, Michael, could you pull up on Lynn's channel? They did one of the best recaps of Hack Your Health that I had seen.
I haven't seen it.
On Lynn
Tucker Carnivore, isn't it?
Yeah. They did the best recap I've seen yet of Hack Your Health. It was fantastic. You should put that in there if you don't mind.
How long does it go for? Because I haven't seen it myself.
What's that?
How long does it go for?
Oh, I think it's 30 or 45 minutes, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ashley and me watched it live when they put it up from the Airbnb. It was awesome. Will you guys be in Florida next year for Hack Your Health? I'm planning on it. Yeah, and I think Lindy is too, actually.
Fingers crossed. We're going to try. Yeah, me and hubby this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying.
For sure. Bliss. Todd is so very traumatized by the scorpion. Todd just has a new awareness for scorpions because it was more like this big. Okay, listen, it wasn't that. It was that big.
It's tiny.
It wasn't huge, but it's a scorpion. It's not a ladybug. It's a scorpion. Oh. Charlie. You guys did look great on the live considering conditions. I appreciate it. It was.
Yeah, a lot of work went into that, but we're pleased with how it went.
Yeah,
Todd did an amazing job. Yeah.
Thank you. We will do better in the future for sure. I know
We
we're
learned
not
lots.
now.
Yeah.
We did. We for sure did. Hey, John. Yeah, that does mean I was number one a lot when driving. For sure.
Oh my. I loved all the doctors. They were the best people to see. You've got the YouTube doctors and then you see them in real life and they're just like us. They were cracking jokes, really laid back, down to earth, giving out hugs. They're just real people like us. They're all amazing.
For
All
sure.
amazing.
They are. Everybody was exactly like what you
Mm,
expect them from their channel. They're 100% the same people. Yeah, just fantastic. We watched Chafee at the fundraiser for Healing Humanity. We watched Chafee talk to the waiter for 30 minutes of how to start Carnivore. Like, no joke. The guy's,
yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, just 100% real normal people. It was pretty funny. I got up I don't know, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I came out to get a shower and had my towel and my stuff, and I opened the door, and Chafee's gal there, Ella, sitting upstairs eating a steak, making an Instagram at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, well, you can definitely tell this is a carnivore meetup. It was pretty funny. I thought that was hilarious. Let's see here. Be afraid. I'd be very afraid when I moved to Australia from New Zealand. It took me 3 years for my blood to adapt to the heat. That is, I don't know.
Yeah, but she's in Perth. Melbourne's not hot compared to Perth and Queensland, Northern Territory. They're hot.
I don't know. I keep hearing all this stuff. They said this about Texas too. They're like, oh, it's not too bad this time of year, and they're like, oh, but the AC is so cold in the buildings, you're going to need a coat. They are full of it. They are so full of it. I was never cold once. I was never even close to cold once. I brought
Give
home
it another year.
All right.
Another year. Yeah. Another year and you'll be freezing. Yeah.
You know what temperature? Let me look. You know what the temperature is outside here, where in God's country, or how He intended it? It is 66 degrees out right now and no humidity, the way humans were meant to be.
46 by Lindy.
Celsius, right?
No, degrees.
Oh, Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Okay, Lindy, you are actually very cold right now. So that's
for you.
Thank you. Thank you. It is cold here.
For her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those cutting boards, yeah. Did you like those? Oh, that's what I should do. I should send you. Here, I'm gonna find a link and put it in here. I really like this. Baker got a good Instagram. We should show. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, my suitcase was a little bit overweight. $200.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
They were
just over 300 Australian dollars in overweight luggage. Wow, home a bit too much. Those chopping boards, I think. Lucky I only got 2.
Yeah, holy cow, $200.
And then somebody stole the knives out of your suitcase, huh?
I got 3 knives, 3 out of 8. Yeah.
That sucks.
Unreal.
Let's see here. I'm going to put this. Can you pop that? I'm going to grab another video. This video quality is a little bit rough because it was too big to send for Ashley. But I'm going to take it anyways because it gave a good. I'm going to share that right here. Right there. Can you bring up that link, Michael?
Yep. Give me a second.
No worries. This is really fun. This popped up, and it was so crazy how many videos were popping up all over social media of our Airbnb because everybody was kind of had a content creation channel there, and everybody was eating there. So every time I looked around for that whole week, every channel that I followed, there was a video of our Airbnb in there. It's crazy.
That last one's really tiny. That's not going to come through good.
Okay, no worries. How about the link?
Yeah, I'm going to get his in a second.
No worries. Okay. Yeah, this will show the cutting boards, and they were really. It was a really nice setup. You mind showing us your bird, please, if it's loose, Lindy? Got some birdies?
They are. I've got them. One's asleep. I'll see if I can get one.
No worries. There he is.
And this is Skittles. There you go. Yeah.
Skittles.
He's forgotten who I am, though. He's been a little bit. He's normally very kissy, but.
Huh. He's like, who are you, stranger? You're an American now.
The other one's too high. I can't reach him. But yeah.
Skittles. Oh, do you found that video?
Yeah.
Awesome. Check this out. This is on Baker's Instagram, but this was awesome. This was from the live stream dinner. It's fun. Those are the tomahawks. And in addition to those, that was just the first round of meat. We had smoked prime rib as well, and we had smoked dino ribs as well. And the napkins and everything, Ella put those together, and the little centerpiece right there in the middle, she built that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she did a great job decorating.
There's Baker's shit-eating grin. I like that video. There you go. There's the bird.
Yeah. Yep.
Smoke a brisket, Lindy. Show us. It's going to be awesome.
As soon as I get my smoker, I'll be definitely do some videos. I've already told Ashley I've got him hooked up now, so he's going to tell me how long to put it in for and what temperature. So I'll definitely be having some lessons. It was so good, so good. I'm sold.
For sure. Lindy, Dr. Barry says to do exactly the way that you're doing it.
So what am I doing?
We're working out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just take it slow. Geez, if I went to the gym, I'd either break something, or myself included. Just got to do little movements. I'm really interested to hear more about these monkey things you're talking about for my feet, because I need hip work for sure. So we'll have to.
I think it's going to help knees, and I think it's going to help knees and joints and the hip flexors for sure.
Yeah.
I'll pull them up. Hey, there's
Hi, Keith. We got to talk to you later, mate.
It's Carnivore Keith's birthday today. It's still the 9th here.
Really?
So happy birthday, Keith.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Keith.
birthday. Oh.
That's awesome. Keith, how young are you again?
53.
53? Wow.
Wow. Nice. Happy birthday, Keith. Didn't know.
What are some of your favorite
things
to do hack your health? What was your favorite thing to do, Lindy?
Me, Todd.
I just love meeting everybody.
Mine was to find air conditioning.
Yeah, so many beautiful people. Just to see the faces of people that are in our streams and coming up and introducing themselves, giving everyone hugs. Oh, it was just beautiful. Yeah. Everyone's so nice. I love Carnivore people. They're such nice personalities. They're all beautiful people. So, yeah, just meeting the people. The event itself was okay. It was all about the people for me. And just meeting everybody was my favorite thing.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Keith, for sure. Yeah, air conditioning and the food. And not Texas's food necessarily. It wasn't bad. I will say this for sure. Texas's food's way better than Montana's food as far as the restaurants go. like the Brazilian restaurants and everything were way cleaner and way better. And the meat. Oh, also, if I ever move to Texas, it's going to be because your guys' meat prices are phenomenal, like just phenomenal.
You're getting it right from the source. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's 1/3 the cost of our meat prices here. I don't know how you guys do it, but you have better meat for 1/3 of the cost. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, we'd wake up in the morning and Todd did like an Uber delivery thing at night. He'd put it all in. The next morning, this great big slab of meat on the doorstep.
I know. It's
I wish they did that here. Yeah, you put Uber back in business living in Texas just with all the meat.
For sure. I bet y'all laugh so hard while you're all together at your health. You're glad had your points bands. It was a good time for sure. Yeah. We had a lot of fun for sure.
Yes, I am booked in for my skin removal on my stomach on February 6th next year. So I have a post-op appointment in August to actually talk about the surgery, how it's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely be documenting my journey as I know more. So yeah, just watch my channel if you're interested, and definitely talk about it. Also, I'd love to get in touch with Dr. Leslie Keith as well again and try and do another live with her and ask her some more questions about it, because obviously the lymphedema is a big thing, that it's going to impact that as well. So I want to make sure it's all done properly and know what I'm getting myself into before I go ahead.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
See how that all works out for sure. Happy birthday, Keith. What was your favorite cut of meat at the restaurant? How about you, Lindy?
Well, I fasted most of the time because, as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't quite as fat adapted as I thought I was. Texas meat is very fatty compared to what we have here in Australia. To be honest, I was disappointed at the restaurant food after I tried Ashley and Hoosie's steaks. That was my favorite. They cooked the best steak. Everything they cooked was amazing. So, yeah.
For sure. Ashley made, what do you call it, a breakfast fatty? That was pretty good. There's a bacon weave covered with sausage and egg rolled up.
Oh, I got a video on that. Are we allowed to post it now? What do you reckon?
Yeah, put it up there. My favorite actually was, which I can't believe I'm saying this because I don't really care for filet mignon, but the best cut they had at the Brazilian steakhouse was actually the filet mignon wrap.
Was that one?
Oh, that steak. This was the one that was $175 steak. It was aged 75 days. But here's what was good: that flame right there is actually bourbon-soaked Maldon salt set on fire. And I thought that was just going to be a gimmick or whatever. That was actually delicious. Bourbon-soaked Maldon salt with the alcohol burnt off. That was tasty as could be on that steak. I did enjoy that. That was probably. It didn't beat Ashley's steaks. I'm not even joking. Like I would say, okay, that because it would make sense, right? That one steak cost was almost as much as the whole prime rib roast, 16 pounds. But yeah, it was way better. That smoked prime rib was way better. But that was a good steak too, though. That was at Three Forks in Texas. You got nervous butterflies. That would make two of us, Sandra. Actually, I think that made a lot of us. It was we had it about ready, and then everybody was having a good time downstairs, and they only came upstairs like 1 minute before. We had to get everybody seated and point the cameras at them, so that's why we were like getting it going, and then we were doing pretty good. But I really don't think that the audio was that bad, actually. I think all that happened is that we didn't calibrate them on the people's shirts. So when they're clipping them on, the microphones were going under the shirt. So it was sounding far away.
Muffled.
And but we couldn't hear that. And then when we got the feedback that there's something wrong with the audio, we had the idea to have people shut off all the mics except for one, and that completely knocked all the audio offline, so we had to reboot, and it was a slight bit of a circus, but we got it back. And it took about 19 minutes for the craziness to go away, but we got it back, and then it was a great live stream after that. So, but it was definitely nerve-wracking for sure. I also thought your live was great. Oh, thank you so much, Dealey. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I thought it came together. God, it's only 93. I don't understand how you people can start with only and then put a number like 93 out here. It's only 93. That's not okay. You need to call a senator or a congressman or something. Tucson, 100 degrees. John, there's other civilizations to live in. Oh, man. That would be rough. Who's that good-looking Aussie? I think he's hitting on you, Lindy.
I love you, Kookaburra.
That's awesome. Carnivore Soldier. Hey, Larry. Well, we met in at Hack Your Health. That was awesome. It was great meeting you. Howdy from Austin, Texas. I appreciate it. We're going to have Larry on the show here one of these days here pretty soon, too. But yeah, that's awesome, Larry. It was very nice meeting you in the group there. Go check out Carnivore Soldier if you guys aren't already subscribed. Wow. Scott must have got up and showed some toe.
Oh, so you see the birds. I don't know what they were flying around for.
Oh.
I got spooked by something. Here
sure.
we go.
Yeah, this is the breakfast fatty right there.
So in the middle, he has the weaved bacon. Then he puts sausage and scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
And then rolled it all up. And this is sort of the process. Just I didn't actually get to try any because
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to try any, which is a shame. It just all went. But
Yeah,
I know how to do it. I will give it a go.
Everybody said it was fantastic, though.
Oh,
That was the blooper reel one. That was how it went the first time. He's like, "Oh no, we shot." Then that's how we got scorpions, ladies and gentlemen.
That attracted them. Yep.
Well, Charlie did say that you don't get scorpions unless there's food on the floor, and he said that's because the food brings other bugs, and then the scorpions come to eat the other
Go for
bugs.
that. Yeah.
I
So that's
see. Yeah.
probably when it all happened was when the eggs hit the floor. Oh, Dealey loves your birds, Lindy. That's awesome.
Yeah, I miss them too. The other one's a bit high. I'll try and get him down later. I can't reach him.
That's awesome.
Oh, I did buy this though. It's a parrot. I bought that in San Antonio. So it's all hand painted.
That's really cool.
So yeah. So Mexico or something. Yes, I'm gonna pop it on my wall. I'm gonna find a spot for it. But I thought of my babies and I'm like, I have to have one of those.
That is awesome.
I did buy that.
Rio's going to put the moves on it, though. Hey,
Probably. Yeah.
Let's see. Question: does it seem like Hack Your Health was a long time ago? A little bit, yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything went by so quick, and we squeezed so much into it. But yeah, it feels like it was a minute ago now for sure. Let's see here. What is the difference between a T-bone steak and a ribeye? Well, a T-bone is actually, so there's a bone with T on it, and one part of it is the fillet, and on the other side of the bone is a New York strip. So a T-bone is actually two cuts of meat. It's basically a New York strip and a fillet, and a ribeye is a totally different cut of meat. So it's got the point, the ribeye cap, and then the eye of the steak that's all in one piece, and it comes over it's kind of off the ribs. It's where prime rib comes from, So they're two totally different cuts of meat for sure. Keith.
Oh, the Carnivore crisps. Yeah, they were pretty good. I didn't get to taste all the flavors because I just walked out the door. Everyone loved them. But I actually bought some brisket ones home and showed the family. They all tried some and they loved it as well. So I think out of the ones I tried, brisket was definitely my favorite. So, yeah.
They were very tasty. I can tell you this. Coach Rochelle made dips, and she made this one called Carnivore Crack, and it was like cream cheese, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon, and bacon grease. And you mix it together, and that was so good. It was so stupid good. They were delicious with the Carnivore crisps. They were so good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't deliver to Australia, so I had to try and make the most of it there. But
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make my own when I get the smoker. I'll try and smoke some meat and see if I can get something similar.
Right? They were super tasty.
Yeah, I had to share them with Skittles.
Skittles looked like he was enjoying them.
Red birds did, yeah. Come here.
Was 5,000 the total viewers of the live stream, or there were other platforms? No, I think there's 5,000 views at any given time. So there's 5,000 people in there.
5305, I think, was the highest I've seen.
Yeah, 5305. Yep. And that was the highest single point. But not all people stay for 3 hours. So it's a revolving door. So individual unique viewers, there was probably over 100,000, from the revolving door, over that time. And now, and also I have my editor going through and cleaning up the first 20 minutes of the video that had, getting rid of the audio problems. And we're going to repackage it, send it out so that people can upload it on the video side so that,
nice.
so that we can get it back out there because, might cause a few little problems, a little hiccups, but we're going to do it again for sure. Question, Todd, off topic, did you experience? Oh yeah, the mothership was just awesome. It was so much fun. This is why I was at Hack Your Health and they had bad internet, and that's why I was so sad because I had to miss Healing Humanities talk because they were upstairs and I went up there, no internet, and so I had to come back down because I couldn't get out on my phone, and so I had to get on the mothership website because they were going on sale at 2:00. And I was sitting there going, gotta get in. And I kept trying to finally got it. And we finally were able to secure 8 tickets, like right on the nose to get there. And it was fantastic. Tom Segura, Ron White, Tony Hinchcliffe, Rogan, and somebody else, I forget his name, played, which is for $50 ticket and like $20 worth of drinks. So it was the deal of the century.
How long did it last? How long did it go for?
Almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
Good deal.
Oh, it was freaking awesome. And they had the best AC in Texas that I felt. That place was nice and cool. I loved it.
Yeah, it was.
So good. When eating a lot of fat, it tends to give me lots of, what is that?
Phlegm. Like phlegm.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. What else has this problem? Just me. I don't get phlegm from fat. I get phlegm from carbohydrates, sugar, peppers, oxalates,
dairy.
Yeah,
dairy for sure. Yeah.
So I don't know. What kind of fat? Like, if the fat is dairy, that's a very good point. That could be where it's like if it's sour cream or cheese or something, then absolutely.
And is it the fat on meat, or maybe you try a bit of tallow or something? Do you get the same feeling?
Yeah, because that's like an allergic response, phlegm is.
It's so amazing how all these keto, carnivore, and carnivore communities are coming together. It's coming full circle. Absolutely, yeah. It's all that proper human diet spectrum that Dr. Berry talks about. I love that he calls it a spectrum. So you don't have to be 100% strict. You can do a bit of keto. You could do keto well. Everybody's different. Find what works for you. Yep. So I love the spectrum.
That's awesome.
Yes, it was my first trip to the USA, and it won't be my last. I hope to get there again soon.
That's awesome.
Next time, I would love to meet Michael. So,
And Scott. You got to bring Scott with you.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
She sees him every day. She don't want him to go.
That's
Yeah.
amazing number of years. Thank you so much. No, it was awesome. It really did go out. It went well. I just, it'll go better next time for sure. We know what we're doing. Well, kind of a little bit better now.
Yeah. We didn't quite get everything done that we had planned, but next time, hopefully, we will. So we can all get to meet the doctors, have a little bit more fun. It was very formal.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Dante was awesome.
Yeah.
While we were having troubles.
Yeah. Poor fella had a car wreck, but it was great that he was okay and was able to make it. So we were so happy that he was okay. Yeah. What'd you guys do in San Antonio?
Well, it was all for Ella. Ella wanted to tour around. She booked a bus tour, so we were going to just drive her off and just drop her off to do a bus tour to see the sights, but she booked it for the wrong day. So we ended up just going to the San Antonio. It's like a market square, and that's where I bought my parrot and a few other bits and pieces. I won't show you because I have the gifts for other people that might watch. Bought some little trinkets and stuff, which was really cool. And then we dropped Ella off, and I went with Annalise and Tom from Meet Her Marriage, and we just sat in a cafe where it was nice and cool, had a drink while Ella did a walking tour. So she went to a couple of the cathedrals, went through was it the river walk or something, and then Annalise met her at the aquarium, and the two of them did the aquarium together. And then we drove home via Buc-ee's and went inside a Buc-ee's. We don't have them here, so that was an experience. It was huge, lots of bits and pieces, so we bought more stuff there. Did you eat your meat sticks, Todd? We got some
I did. They were
jalapeno.
delicious.
Yeah.
I ate a whole package of them before I got on the plane. And while I was waiting. Yeah, because I was, I had, from the time I dropped you off, I had like 3 more hours or so, or 4 more hours or something to get on the plane. So, yeah.
They look pretty clean. They just had the jalapenos. I thought, Todd will like those.
They were wonderful. They were awesome. Spicy. Those things were pretty spicy, though. But they were good. I had a whole pack, and I was like, water. Where's the water? They were pretty spicy.
Did you guys hit the zoo?
No, we didn't have time. Yeah, we didn't have time to see the giraffes. Did
Todd go bull riding?
You mean did the bull go Todd riding? Question. That is a definite negative. We did see. I can't believe we didn't stop and get pictures, but we did see some Texas Longhorns, like the big ones with the 6-foot horns. That was pretty cool. I was looking at that thing, going, "How do you get in the barn, dude? Your head is so wide."
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Doors, man.
Do they have barns? I didn't ever see any barns there. They're just out in the field.
If they do, they don't have barn doors because that dude ripped them out. In and out. I've been hammering T-bones lately. Only way I can get all the fat I want. Butcher has been sending ribeyes with fat trimmed. Got to find out why. Yeah, that's crazy. Huh.
Yeah, they trim all the fat off here in Australia because of it's heart healthy to remove the fat. It drives me nuts. So luckily my butcher will put it in a bag for me and send it home. So when I do my order. Thank you, Todd. I haven't eaten yet.
Let me show you. This is a ribeye with fat on it. That whole end piece right there is all fat.
Looks good.
That whole piece right there is all fat, and then the ends. Sides. Oh, we got it here.
And I'll show you my flimsy little steaks here. They're so crappy. I've been spoiled. Now I've got to live with all this crappy meat.
You're upsetting the fans, Todd. Now they're all hungry. Now they're all going to go eat dinner. Look at our viewers. Look at the numbers drop.
Yeah, and then he'll promise to cook for you, and then he doesn't.
Yeah.
He just hires
He's
someone
all-
else to do it.
He's all talk. Glad I stayed home.
Next time you are coming because I owe you some slapbacks,
Yeah.
several. And you're definitely coming home or coming over because I got to pay you back.
Yeah.
No, the ribeyes have a ton of fat on them here. I don't know why they're doing that to you guys. Let's see. Bread. That makes me want to take another bite. That's delicious.
So butchers trim the fat because most people think a steak with fat on is cheap or low quality when the opposite is true. I don't know. It's not fair.
It's like a big beef jerky, huh?
I don't know if anybody knows.
No, nobody saw. Just put your hat down. And there you go.
That was so good. Gosh, that thing's tasty. This was supposed to be tomorrow's ribeye. It's not making it till tomorrow.
Yes, Florida next year. Fingers crossed I'll be there.
For
We're definitely going to work towards it.
Where is it in Florida?
You thought Texas was humid.
Is it Tampa? Is Tampa in Florida? That rings a bell. I think it's Tampa.
I think it's later in the year, though. I think it's September.
It's September.
That's better.
Mm-hmm. All right. Did we make it through the star comments?
Yeah.
Let's
Good
see.
job.
Here we go.
Yes, when I get my smoker, I'll definitely be doing some videos on that and trying. I'll try. Hopefully I can cook as good as Ashley, but he was pretty amazing. That's what I used to get. Like they said to me what I really want.
You're shit. You are a shit. All right. I was thinking about putting the link in, see if people want to come up and say hi. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. Anyone that came and met us, you should pop on and say hello again.
Same here.
Or even if we haven't met you yet, we'd love to meet you.
Here we go. Hop on in and say hi. Love to talk to you guys. Oh, there they are. Ashley, get on in here.
Ashley, yay.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy.
They're still in my mojo.
Lynn and I just finished a grilled tomahawk, now making kilts as ice cream. Wow.
Sounds like a good Sunday night dinner, man. And dessert.
Ashley brought Kiltz's ice cream, and I think everybody had that. I didn't try it, but I heard it was awesome.
Annalisa and I were going to try and do a little video, but Emily's son ate it all before we got back, so we missed out. So we thought, because I haven't had an ice cream either, and we thought, oh, we'll just give it a try. It's keto ice cream. Do a little video, see how it affects us, and
There's Esther.
Hey,
Esther.
Hello.
how are you?
You guys. Okay, hold on.
So lovely to meet you. Oh,
She'll be
whoops.
back.
That was quick, short and sweet.
Oh, no worries. Thanks,
never
Ashley.
mind. Yay.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Ashley's celebrating. I think he said his 23rd wedding anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. So happy anniversary, Ashley. Hey, Esther.
Hi. Everything working there?
Can you hear me okay? Sorry.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I think I knew what I had to do, which is in the other tab. I had to close that.
Close down the YouTube one, right?
Yeah. So now I'm here. Okay.
How's the brisket going?
Todd is tutoring me in how to make brisket. It's going good. I think because I took it out, it's taking quite a while to heat up.
Yeah.
Again, and I forgot, I took it out. I didn't cover it. But either way, it's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
The backstory is that I ordered some meat and I was sent a gigantic brisket. And I don't have a smoker, or I have a slow cooker. So Todd has so kindly been teaching me how to make brisket, and I'm going to have to do this process several times to do the entire brisket right away. So, but it's fine because I love to learn new things. Hi, sweet Keith. Hi, such a sweetheart. Okay, so by the way, I cut my finger.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to get the suet off the brisket, but it's okay because I sharpened my knife. Okay, so even now where the brisket is not as perfect. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
It's still very good. What I was just saying is I'm fasting today, but Todd texted me. He's like, "Well, is it tough?" So I took a bite and then I took it out of my mouth because I'm like, "No, I can eat it, but it's still firm." She's like, "Put it back in." So
Yes.
I keep checking it, but now I'm not going to touch it for half an hour. It's a very fun experiment. And I'll just say the other thing that I'm going to make later is I'm going to make chopped liver. I have defrosted some lamb liver, and I've already checked several recipes. They say the key to liver is not to overcook it. That's when the taste becomes very strong. And I'm going to put it in a blender with some hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to blend it up and add some salt, and I'm going to add some tallow. And I think it should be good. Traditional chopped liver is made with onions, but fortunately I'll be skipping that since we don't do onions here, as carnivore. But I just want to say, Lindy, it was a pleasure meeting you and your daughter and Todd in person. And Michael, we felt you there in spirit. And
awesome.
I told Todd, that you guys are a great trio, and I can see how well, how good this is together, that you're all here together.
So. Absolutely. Next year, Florida, we're all making it there. Michael, I will drive you. You're not that far from Florida.
Chicago is not far from Florida.
Not terrible. I can get you there.
Todd, you have such a big heart. Such a beautiful person.
We need to get one of those big RVs where you got the bed and like all the comfort. So Todd can drive, and we'll just have to strap ourselves in really tight in the RV.
Yeah. What was that guy's name in the Christmas Story, Chevy Chase Christmas Story? Uncle Eddie. We could be Uncle Eddie. Come on. We can travel in a Winnebago, Michael. We got this.
Yeah.
Michael was our air traffic control. He was sending us real-time flight data, and then he'd go, "This is your flight in real time." So I'd flip him off out the window.
That's how I get treated now.
How are you getting pictures of my aircraft in real time?
You can do that. It's amazing what you can do in 2024, man.
Wow.
Well, I was just insulted that you didn't see my message out the window. My SOS. Hey, Tim, what are you doing?
I just want to say hey and just let you know you guys mean a lot to me, and how your channels have helped. Very specifically, Leslin, Keith, that video just opened my eyes to things that are going on with both me and Marcia. And also Todd with I-9 protocol has really changed my energy level. And even Michael, you were talking about to get the lymphatic to move and everything. Just if you have to start with rolling your ankles and doing this, and I started doing that, and I can feel a difference there too.
Yep.
So
Fantastic.
this lymphedema is just totally new to me, and I didn't even know about it until that video, and it's greatly impacted both me and my darling.
That's awesome. Man.
That's awesome, Tim. So happy.
Yeah, it's so good to hear, Tim.
That's why we do this. It's what we're here for. We're trying to spread our information that we've learned through all the years and try to help other people because we know that we're not the only ones.
For sure.
Yeah.
That and the chicks.
Yeah. We got to work harder on that, Todd.
Right. We're not doing a good job on the second part.
I already have mine. I'm all set.
That's awesome.
Tim's a lucky one.
No, I love listening to your NSVs, Tim, and
Yes.
your story's so incredible. And I'm so happy, that we can all just share this stuff. It's so nice that you're in the Chew the Fat and SBG every day too, because it's so important that everybody shares this stuff because unfortunately our medical system doesn't, and that's what's terrible about it. They don't help us in this, and this is where real help's coming from, because they don't want to help us get healthy. They want to treat us. They want to manage our sickness, because there's money in that. And it's really, really a sad deal. So this is where it starts, man, and it's awesome to see all the results that people are having, and we're figuring it out on our own, which is great because that's a lot of power to take back from the system. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
And then Tim,
Yeah,
you're also
absolutely.
helping people too. You're helping your neighbor. I remember you did an NSV up on SBG a few months back, and you were saying that your neighbor saw such improvements in yourself that they started making the changes because of what you did. So see, you're also doing it too. We're all paying it forward and trying to help all the others.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's my greatest pleasure is to help others.
That's why we're here.
For sure. Charlie, you got a point here. Charlie, you're not wrong.
So give us the background about how you drive, Todd.
I drive just fine. Lindy thinks I drive a tidbit aggressive.
Oh, okay.
But
It's like a NASCAR rally racer. There's no rules. You just plant the foot and off you go.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why they want me in a Winnebago all the way in the back while Todd's driving. I'll be flopping all over the place.
we'll have a bed and a seatbelt.
Yeah.
You're all right. Listen,
So I said we need to strap ourselves in. You wouldn't want to be flying volunteer.
I think it was Bella that says, "Do you drive your mom around like this?" And I said,
Oh, I'm sure.
"No, because we don't have traffic like this. This is ridiculous."
Yeah,
Like,
the traffic was pretty bad.
Yeah, I would pull off and like you should have seen the navigator looked like my niece took a crayon and drew circles. That's what the navigator looked like when it was giving you directions. You'd go down and you'd have to you come off an off ramp and then it would say you have 200 feet to cross 6 lanes of traffic to take a left. And I'm like, holy crap. So you have to kind of get all the way around there. You go down another 400 yards and then it say, do a U-turn so you can get onto this on-ramp. It was the craziest traffic you had ever seen. And then you go to this spot that looks like spaghetti where the overpasses are stacked like 6 high and it just looks like nothing but corkscrew circles. And then you're trying to match up the navigator to what menagerie of road that you're trying to get on and pick the right one. I mean, it was a little bit.
So all this was in and around Austin?
Yeah. And I drove 1,100 miles in my car in Austin, my rental car, taking everybody to and from. And I got flipped off a lot, yes, but no wrecks or speeding tickets or pulled over. And I didn't.
All the drives that you did, anybody tip you?
Yeah, they told me drive better. That was the biggest tip they gave me.
Slow down, Todd. Slow down.
Yeah. Like, don't get so angry. It's not good for your cortisol levels.
I found from the driving that I had to do, which was considerably less than you, I found the Austin drivers very, very good. And everybody seemed very reasonable there. The roads were really good.
See, I'm gonna include myself part of that. I don't think the roads are very good though. I don't
Okay.
know.
But you may have been on other roads than me. So
That's a fact. I was gonna say whatever you're comparing this to, that means that you live in a state of chaos wherever you're from.
Really? Okay, because I just liked everything there. It was very, very nice to be in Texas. It was a little hotter than here, but I stayed with my friend. She had 4 chickens. I got to talk to her chickens and spend some time in her garden. And then when we wanted to go out to the meadow, she told me I have to wear rain boots because they have something there called chiggers, these bugs that climb up your legs and bite you.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So I was like, okay, you met my friend. You guys, Lindy and Todd, met my friend Bonnie on Monday.
Yeah.
yes.
So I was like, okay. And that was interesting. But, it was very beautiful. I think that, it was nice to be somewhere flat and I got to see really far away. And I don't know, I enjoyed it. I saw a man riding a horse on the side of a road. And that made me very excited.
Oh,
And I saw some cows. So I don't see those that often. So I like to see natural things. I got very excited and happy.
you
Yeah.
should check out Montana one day because Texas was awesome for that nature. But the weird thing about Texas that I didn't expect was that you really can't see the sky very well. There's some sort of fog. I don't know if it's fog or pollution or if it's just the humidity. I don't know. But there's just kind of a haze over that whole city.
Oh, I didn't notice. I kept looking at the sky, and what I looked at was really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get her address, Missy. She lives like half an hour from the convention center that we were at. It's
Yeah,
something Creek. I'll find it in a minute, and I'll say.
we are on YouTube, not an SPG, so
Yeah.
Well, it's just the name of a town. That's all. So
Okay.
it's not a big deal, and I didn't say her last name, so it's okay.
no worries. I was just
Well, we heard you say get her address.
No, I meant sorry. I meant
Town.
her town. I meant her town.
We just want to make sure.
I don't want to
Try-
dox.
people
I don't want
safe.
to dox my friend. By the way, after she texted me a couple days later, and she said that meal that we had at that Korean barbecue place on Monday was so fantastic. Now she wants to go carnivore.
Oh,
I said,
great.
Great. I said, but don't jump into it. Take it slow and, slowly reduce the carbs. I didn't tell her, I told her it's better on the body. And I said, if you have any questions, let me know. That's what but you see how eating a meal of delicious meat could turn people on because they don't have a lot of meat and, ruminant animals.
well,
And,
then that's Ashley's ministry. Then should be smoking prime ribs and feeding people because that would turn anybody carnivore. That was the best meat. I wish everybody could try that. Ashley smoked prime rib and Brett smoked prime rib. Fantastic.
I heard a story once. Someone said that they had this monthly subscription to get meat, and they hadn't yet run out of the old meat, and they had a hand meat grinder, so they made ground beef, and they went to he told his folks, I'm coming to you over the weekend. They had a summer home somewhere, and he brought all this he said, I'm coming with my ground beef. And they always had, like, in the kitchen, an area with all their snacks. They weren't keto or carnivore or anything. And he comes with this amazingly good ground beef, and for one day, and then he leaves. They eat the beef, and his mom said, none of us, we never touched the snacks. So it was so satiating that they didn't get any cravings, and they totally forgot about the snacks. That's how amazing red meat is.
That's awesome. What was that place called? Genghis Khan or something?
No, Gangnam Korean
Gangnam.
barbecue.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, like Gangnam style. Yeah,
I got you.
Gangnam Korean barbecue. That was nice, except Todd didn't like having to cook all the little pieces of meat. He wants the big slab.
Yeah, well, that's what was silly was because they bring all this little tiny meat and they only give you like a couple of little burners to cook it on. And you got to cook it at the table, so you can only cook so fast. So I was sitting there eating little raw pieces of meat because I was just tired of waiting.
Because we're so serious about our meat. It's supposed to be social. It's supposed to eat and talk. No, we're like, no, we were talking, but we're very serious about our meat.
Yeah, we're like, where's the meat? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
you wanted the slab.
yeah, and then I saw, oh, you can order ribeyes, and they bring you this dinky little flappy little sorry excuse for a ribeye that's a half-inch thick. I'm like, what is this thing? And then they give you, you know, it's a problem when they give you I'm not joking, a pair of scissors to cut your steak with.
Oh, that's something that they do in Korea and Japan. And I have so many Koreans living in my area, and they taught me that. And then I was like, how dumb are we to always cut with a knife? I said, this is so convenient to cut with a scissor. And that's in their kitchen. And it's really convenient. And I have a pair of scissors, you know, a kitchen scissors for that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine if the meat's thin, but not Todd's cuts.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Todd needs a chainsaw for his.
Yeah, I'm like, you need a good pair of carnivore teeth or you know, like a knife, because you know our tomahawks are like 2.5 inches thick, you know. And so I was like, oh, it's bad.
Right. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
That's
but if you have a smaller cut of meat and you see they make them thinner, that's just the way they do it.
It's just like their culture, isn't it? The way.
Then the scissors are nice.
Yeah.
Right? And they were convenient. So it's just a different way. You learn something new, and you experience something new. So it's nice.
Bliss
and
totally.
You're in control of cooking your own meat. So if you burn it, it's on you. Whereas when they burn it at the restaurant, it's like, oh, you know, shouldn't have come. So yeah, control how you cook it.
And sorry to interrupt you, Todd. For Missy, my friend lives in Cedar Creek. That's where I was. That's where I stayed with my friend Bonnie, her chickens, her meadow, her garden. It was lovely.
Nice.
Bliss just totally busted me because I made 2 of those steaks. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat one and save the other one for tomorrow. She's like, there's no way that's other steaks making it. And she was right. As soon as I picked it up, that's where I screwed up. I smelled it. But Bliss, it's because I looked at the clock, and I'm 2 hours in since I ate that first one. So I reset my protein count. So I'm doing a 3-man today. It's gonna be a 3 ribeye day for sure. But Bliss called it. She's like, that ribeye ain't seeing the light of day.
No meat is safe around Todd.
That's a fact. Question: I'm new to carnivore, and Friday after work, I caught myself having a cheat day and ate Chipotle with tortilla chips. Saturday, I was sick. Is that normal? Oh yeah, that's very.
I'll be right back. I gotta check that roast.
No worries. Yeah, once you go carnivore and you clean up your diet, it's really hard to go off plan because your body, you know, you're starting to heal things. Your body does not like cheat days. There's no cheat days in carnivore because you're going to pay for it. I went to In-N-Out Burger in Texas, and I had a Flying Dutchman, which was just 2 burger patties with just cheese on them and wrapped in a piece of lettuce. That's it. So, and the burger patties don't have, like, Joe Rogan even eats the Flying Dutchman on carnivore because it's like one of the cleaner, fast things to do if you have an In-N-Out. Yeah, I had 3 of those. My right knee swelled up. I kid you not, just from that lettuce or whatever was in it. My right knee swelled up, and I was limping around because of that stupid lettuce. Like, and that was the first piece of vegetable other than pickled jalapenos I've had in 18 months. And that stupid thing made my right knee swell up. So, yeah, for sure. You learn the hard way. I guarantee.
Hey, you know, I want to say something to this lady,
Yeah.
Karma, or whatever, Carm Lynn, which is when Todd, Lindy, and I, and a couple other people, 3 other people, Lindy's daughter, we met at this Korean barbecue. At the end, I had a conversation with the waitress. Now, what we didn't tell you is this was an all you can eat. And she said at the end that some people say that they need to be wheeled out in a wheelchair because it's an all you can eat and they can't. They're so full that they're too full. And what I said to her is, because she knew that 4 of the 6 of us, we weren't touching any of the vegetables or the seed oils or whatever. And I said, well, in your opinion, you know, did we eat any more meat than these people? And she said, no. And I said, you know what? There's a difference between being full and being satiated.
Right.
And we feel good and we do not feel sick. We just feel really good with the meat that we had. And, you know, she really took that in. That's a lesson to understand what it is when you're in ketosis and you're, you know, doing carnivore, what that does to you. You have, most of the time you have like an off switch and you just feel good. Also, the meat really does heal. So it's like you take it in, you're getting healing, and it works best on its own, right? Like not with potatoes, unfortunately, even though they taste good together, right? So I wanted to let you know that, and I wanted to let everybody else know that, like how special meat is.
I concur.
I'll tell to our dear friend Keith here that I have eaten meat from New Zealand and I like it several times.
That's awesome. Let's see here.
Oh, Missy, you are an angel.
Oh, will
you
you
are
put
an
that back up?
absolute
Sorry.
angel.
Just you keep eating your meat, Todd.
All right,
Yeah,
you're gonna
I'll let my friend know, okay, and then I'll be in touch with you at the, you know, at our chew the fat thing.
Hey, there's Brett.
Hey,
Hi,
Hi,
how's it
Brett.
going, everybody? Hey, Lindy.
Hey, how are
Miss
you?
you.
Right?
Yeah, I had an experience of
Miss you guys.
being on Carnivore and cutting out dairy, and then I had an opportunity to go out with some guys for like coffee, and I said, well, I haven't had coffee in a while. I'll just have it like I usually had it in the past and did a lot of cream. It took me 4 weeks to get over that.
I bet.
So sometimes when you take something out of your diet that you used to have, and I didn't think I had problems with cream, but then again, I took dairy out for a reason. When I added it back, my body let me know, no, that's an inflammatory, you know, at least for me at this time in my journey.
Mm.
You like dairy, but dairy doesn't like you. So
Oh, you know it. Because I like a little coffee with my cream. I like the texture and everything of cream.
Right?
you're
How's it
welcome,
going, Brett?
Tucker Carnivore.
Well, I'm going to have to
It's
get off.
going good.
'Cause
Sorry, I'm just streaming.
For one second, see you, Tim. I appreciate
Take
Bye,
care,
it.
Todd.
Tim.
Thanks for
Love
popping up.
you,
Tim.
sis.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you,
sweetheart.
Tim.
Hi, Brett. What's
Well, I'm
going
here with all the big people. It's me. This is my YouTube debut.
on? Well, we're so happy to have you, Esther. Are you
Oh,
starting a YouTube channel?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't have it any other way than to be with you guys.
Oh,
There you
thank
go.
you.
Appreciate it so much. Do you follow Brett too?
I do. I am subscribed to his channel. And Brad, I didn't have enough of a chance to tell you what I wanted to tell you. I told you a little bit when I met you at Hack Your Health, but you
It was a
know,
pleasure.
I watched your video about the get together you did in Indiana, local, and I thought it was fantastic. And what I was trying to explain is, I wish that different carnivores would take up the gauntlet those that have YouTube channels and do exactly what you do. And we would have that all over, wherever, Australia, the United States, Canada, and that we'll get together in these little clusters. And it was clear that you put so much effort into that, and you brought prizes, and it just was lovely.
Oh, thank you very much. That's something we wanted to do for the first one, and we actually reached out to, I think, about 25 different companies, and maybe 4 or 5 of them sent us stuff. Redmond's Real Salt, they sent all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
That we had for giveaways and the goodie bags. And then Kerry from Homestead How sent some of his keychains and bracelets and stuff for the goodie bags. Yeah, it was a really good time. And actually, I just announced a couple days ago that I'm having another meetup August 4th. It's going to be really, it's at a park on a lake on the north side of Indianapolis. And it's going to be one of those bring your meat and grill it there kind of get-togethers.
Right.
Kind of a pitch-in kind of deal. I got a pavilion that holds 100 people, and it's got 2 built-in grills. We're going to bring in some more grills, and I'm supplying the charcoal and bottled water and utensils and things for everybody. All they got to do is bring their meat and something else to drink if they don't want water.
Wow.
Playground, there's like a beach where you can swim.
Oh,
You
sorry.
can
I
fish.
wanted to just tell you, Brett, you have to say BYOM. Bring your own.
I did. BYOM, that's right. There's walking paths and volleyball pit and playground, and we got the thing for the whole day, so we can
That's awesome.
have more than just a couple hours to hang out. So it's going to be fun.
That's going to be fantastic. I'll be there in spirit. I'm very happy for you and for the people in and around Indiana, wherever you're doing that.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
That's awesome.
I got some friends of mine that I had met last year. They live in Canada, and they're going to come down for it.
Oh,
So-
lovely.
Yeah, I just found that out today. They messaged me. Like, Canada, that's unbelievable. So
That's so crazy. That's
I
awesome.
know.
Nice.
Hey, there's Charlie Darth Carnivore. He's a local. Charlie, I don't know if you see yet, but August 4th, another meetup.
Oh, that's awesome.
Check out my channel or Instagram or Facebook. It's all on there.
I did trim the fat because I was told to.
Yeah,
by
some of
Todd.
she's trimming some of the, that thick hard fat that is kind of rough on the outside of brisket, and then she's going to render that down separately. But she's
Yeah, and the fat that's still there just fell to the bottom, and it's on the bottom of the slow cooker.
yeah, and you're not going to have any issues having plenty of fat in that brisket, are you?
No.
Uh-huh.
I'm enjoying this process of learning, and I'm just having fun.
Right? It is like almost an Austin reunion.
It's actually Steak and Butter Gang too. I think we're all in the Steak and Butter Gang now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes,
We
yeah,
are.
We are.
Yeah. I just finished my first week. I'm priming.
What do you think of the open chat, Brett?
I like it. I like the open chat a lot. How long have you guys been doing that?
Just about 3 or 4 weeks now.
Okay. Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah, it gives everybody a chance. Everybody thinks that me and Michael and Lindy or something are like getting paid to advertise the SPG. We're not. It's just we love it there because there's so much good information. I think it has the best energy out of any of these groups, bar none. And
Yeah.
everybody that's first trying it, the support there for everybody learning how to do carnivore for the first time is just incredible.
Yeah. There's a wide mix of people in there.
For sure.
From all over the world, and people that have been doing it for a day and people that have been doing it for a year or more.
Yeah.
sure.
I've been getting a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Look at Keith's been with SPG since the start.
Yep, he has been. He's an OG. What do you think? What do you think SBG's open chat, Esther?
I think it's good. I think that we got to communicate with each other, because otherwise there is a chat right in Mighty Networks, but it's different. That's just the text chat.
Right.
And so we were able to connect with other people, and that is sort of another level above going to the the program and in that way. So it's nice. It's really good. And I'll also say about SBG that there's no SBG has a program, but there's no pressure to do the program. They always say you're welcome to come and just listen in. Just listen in to what Bella's saying, and 4 coaches, and we have other people. Todd and Lindy are also supporting, and now we have Dr. Phil, who went through the whole program, and so there's no pressure to do it. It's about absorbing the information and applying it if and when you're ready. There are people that they feel in their heart they don't want to fast, but they're still getting a lot out of what we have to say there. And I also like to say that I looked at the calendar for next week, and there is an SBG meeting every single day.
Sure.
Every
really?
single day. Yes, next week. So there's so much being offered, and if people can't attend because of their schedules or because they're in a different time zone, everything's always available on replay. And then every Friday we have a non-scale victory party meeting, and everybody who attends is in a lottery to win a prize. But if you also share, you're put in the second time. And for people who are not in that time zone, if they put a note under the actual meeting, thank you. Who's doing this? Michael? Is that you?
Yes.
Oh my!
No, it's clearly not Todd with his steak in his hands.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So anyway, so there's a place to put a note under the invitation, and they'll include you in the lottery. And I mean, I'll just show you what I won. One time the prize was a Carnivore book from Amazon, and I picked one, and they bought it for me. I'm almost embarrassed because it's such a beautiful book. I'm like, I got this cooking meat.
That's
I really
awesome.
love it.
Nice.
I'm reading it, and it could have been anything. They're very generous. Everybody's so beautiful there. So, and it's you can also join for a month, and then you can leave. It doesn't matter. But anyway, everybody is welcome, and it's for the basic program. Well, this is $30 a month, just so people should know.
Absolutely. We appreciate you too, Charlie. Man, it's our pleasure to get to meet everybody and to do this, man. It's just so good to have this community put together. So nice. It's awesome. Let's see here. Todd, I increased my iodine to 10 drops a day for about 6 weeks, had normal blood work, and my thyroid TSH is way up, 6.76 from 3.76 in April. My kidney levels, I don't know what bun and creatinine are up from a year ago. Is that a good thing? I don't know about kidneys.
We're not doctors, but yeah.
I think she needs to send this to Dr. Berry.
That's awesome for sure. Great job, Janine. That's awesome.
But this
Go
is
ahead.
good. So Dr. Berry, he has a meeting too, and Todd is part of his group too, and people send him information like this, and he'll comment on it.
Yeah, for sure. On Wednesdays, for sure. Yeah, I love the iodine. It's my new coffee in the morning. I take it every day.
There we
That's
go.
awesome. I'm glad you got results out of it. Tim got a bunch of results out of it too. Todd, that haze over Texas was from Mexico. They do an agricultural burn sugar fields. Aha! Good. Burn them bastards down the sugar field. Have their share of wildfires to the trade winds from the Gulf of Mexico bring it in routinely. I got you. Okay, that makes sense because I was like, you guys don't have sky here. But that makes total sense. We have our share of wildfires as well. Keith, Esther, would you love it in New Zealand? Majority of it is nature.
I am absolutely sure I would love New Zealand. I've seen videos, I've seen pictures. I know New Zealand is gorgeous. I know it's beautiful. And I have no doubt.
Linda, question. Todd, have you or anyone here tried hanging steaks? Don't go there. It's not what you're thinking. I've never had a hanger steak before. I don't even know what that is. Brett, you ever had one of those?
No, I think it's like a flank steak. But no, never had the hanger steak.
I might have had it in jerky form, but I've never had it in steak form.
I have it in my freezer.
Do you?
Yeah, every time I haven't cooked it yet, but I just go online and I see what it says to do because I'm still learning a lot. And Linda, let us know how tasty hanger steak is for you.
And how to make it too.
And how to make it if you're the expert.
That's awesome. What's with that orange steer on your hat, Todd? Listen, I needed a white hat because I was dying of heat stroke. And so I bought a white.
What happened to the white cowboy hat? Boss Hog.
It's right here. It's right here. But I had to go back. See, all right, this is my natural, wonderful hat head. Okay, this looks like Boss Hog Howdy Doody hat. This is the problem because the brim needs to come down. I got to get it steamed. I didn't have time, but I do love the fit of this hat, and it's very nice, cool hat to wear, and it'll be good once I get the brim down. Well, it's just I got to steam it, so I got to put my normal hat back on because this fits like old hat because that's how that works. That's where that saying came from.
Do you wear it in the summertime?
I do here because the summer here doesn't come straight from the pit of hell. But other places, I can't do it anyplace else because this hat's too hot in other places. But yeah, so that's why I couldn't bring it with me. I wanted to, but I knew it just would have been a sweaty mess if I had this hat over there. But so, yes, I bought a Longhorns hat, but no, I am not really a fan of pretty much any sports because I'm in Montana. We don't have sports teams here. We had a semi-pro hockey team for like 5 years, and then they bought their ice palace and turned it into a Budweiser storage facility because they made more money off of storing beer in there. So, but yeah, we used to, that was the closest thing. Rodeo is the only sport that we do professionally in Montana, so I'm not a huge sports fan. But it seemed worth it to get a hat with Longhorn steer on it, and I know that was what is it? Yeah, Longhorns, Hook'em Horns, whatever stuff. But I just bought it because it was white, and it was going to keep my head from boiling my brain. Basically, what's the plan there?
When you come to Australia, bring your Cobra hat, and we'll go to the Northern Territory and we'll wrestle a crocodile and get some teeth for the band.
I'm game for that. I've told her as soon as I got that hat, I'm like, I feel like I can wrestle a crocodile right now. Pretty sure.
All you needed was that. All you needed is a knife.
Yeah, knife and hat. I'll bring the knife. Well, maybe I don't know if I can bring those in Australia, but maybe.
They're pretty straight.
But yeah, we do need some crocodile teeth. Are they crocodiles or alligators? They're crocodiles, right?
Crocodiles here.
Yeah. So
the big ones.
Yeah, we'll have to get some of those. Well, yeah, they are big. I've seen some big ones online too, for sure. But yeah, I look forward to that. Next live stream, I got to wear the Cooper and you got to wear your cowboy hat.
Yes, I'll be unpacked by then for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, did I tell you guys what happened to my luggage when I got home?
Oh,
No.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there. It's 1:00 in the morning, and I'm sitting there with all those people around the carousel waiting for my luggage to come out. I'm half asleep, and here comes a giant pair of pants on the carousel. And I'm like, those look like my britches. I don't think anybody else is wearing a size 60 Wranglers in here. So I went over there. Sure enough, there was my dilapidated suitcase with all my shirts and pants that were strung all across the carousel. TSA, because I didn't know, because I don't fly a bunch, I locked down the zippers on my suitcase. It's got a zipper lock. Well, they wanted to check my bag to see what was in there, so they broke the zipper open, and then they just threw all my clothes out on the conveyor belt. So it just came out like, yeah, just Todd's laundry, just coming out one at a time. Just my pants and everything. That's my purple shirt. I bet that smells really good right about now. I only sweated in that for a solid day. Yeah, that shirt. This is why
They were looking for your steaks, man.
they were.
That's why.
Michael keeps putting what do they call it? Those BPA or what? Something.
All points
bulletin.
bulletin. Yeah, all points. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get me arrested. I'm surprised one of these doesn't say that I'm an undercover agent of ISIS.
That's next week.
That was great, Michael. Love that one.
Keith, it is the hat. It's always the hat. It's this hat right here.
Yeah. The hat's only covering up the little hamster on the wheel.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, hey, Sherry. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. Let's see.
I had a little thing at the airport. My flight got delayed about 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And so, but I didn't find out until after I got to the airport. If I would have known it sooner, I could have gone to the Back Your Health fundraiser dinner.
Oh, man.
The good thing is, though, I ran into Christy from Meeting Wellness at the airport, and we sat there and talked for probably an hour and a half until she had to fly out. So that was really great.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Got to hang with a friend.
Yes.
I was there, and the flight to Seattle got overbooked. And so the flight to Seattle, they were buying people's tickets back to stay the night to a later flight. I'd never seen that before, but it got up to like $1,200 before somebody took it. I was like, oh, well, I guess that would be a way to make money. Come in here and overbook tickets, got them paid and not take them. That's pretty funny. Missy, hanger steaks are one of my favorites. Really good chew. Missy, do you eat them as like steaks? Do you like grill them? Do you smoke them? Do you slow cook them? Or do you make like jerky out of them? Like I've never liked eye of round steak, but Ashley brought this whole bag of eye of round jerky that he made that was phenomenal. Everybody just
It was.
pulled on that stuff. It was so good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, his eye of round jerky, the way he cut it across the grain and then dried it, it had a really nice chew to it as well. He didn't over dry it, so it wasn't super hard and chewy, and it was just it was really good. I'm gonna have to pick up some eye around and make some.
This is why I want to smoker as well. It's just a nice treat, or just if you're feeling peckish, just to grab one of those. And they last for weeks, he said, in the fridge. So,
Yeah.
Thank you, Missy.
Todd looks like Woody from Toy Story with a white hat. Well, looks like Woody Jenny Craig failed. There's a snake in my booth. Possibly. Hope to get one of you. Sorry. There's Puddle of Todd still in Texas for sure. There's definitely a lot of little mini puddles of Todd in Texas. It didn't get all of me was all. But I am about, as near as I could tell, I think I'm about 21 pounds lighter when I came home.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Excellent.
There's plenty puddle of Todd in Texas for sure. I'll know once I fast, because the only way I know my true weight is by fasting and getting down to that empty weight because of fluid and stuff. But I think that's where I'm going to land at, is about 21 pounds if my calculations are correct. I'll know in 3 days. But yeah, there's plenty of Todd left in Texas. The center bit of the universe. I concur. I do concur.
We met B Dog at Hack Your Health. She was really, really funny to me. She was great.
Let's see. From what I remember, it was Todd's idea to bring Chew the Fat open chat along with many other great. Oh, thanks so much. That was a group effort, Keith. But I did name it. I did name it because I talked to Bella and she's like, "Oh, set it up if you want." So I was setting it up, and Chew the Fat was the first thing that came to my head, and then I thought we would end up changing it, but it stuck. So that was interesting.
It's a good name.
I like it. Yeah, vibration plate, awesome. Sorry, I'm looking through here. I ran out of starred comments, so I'm making sure I got everybody.
Good for you, Dara.
Everybody I hear who uses those vibration plates all love them.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good investment for you.
It is.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had mine all week because I've been in Austin, and I used it this morning. I was like, God, I missed you so much. It was so good. Yeah, especially because I've got a lot of fluid from sitting in the plane for 18 hours. So really, really enjoyed it this morning. So I'm going to jump on after this again and just get some movement happening.
For sure.
Definitely helps.
Yeah, like my bed, the whole time that I was there, my feet were kind of down. And so first night I was looking so forward to sleeping hard when I got home. And instead, all I did was pee all night because my feet were raised. Like, dang it, moving all this fluid. I wanted to sleep so hard, and I just had to move fluid. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, we've got a really thick mattress here, and at the house it was these tiny little things. I'd like a spring in my hip most of the night, and yeah, nothing like your own bed for sure. And shower, I missed my shower. The pressure, and they had soft water, and you just couldn't get the soap out of your hair. So I was just like, oh, so nice to jump in the shower.
For sure.
Nothing like home.
Lynn, I feel you. I might change my mind about this heat stuff in another 200 pounds, but we'll wait and see. If I get the rest of this weight off, I might change my tune about the heat. So I could definitely see that.
I'm sure you will. I struggled a lot with the heat. Now it's the opposite. I'm always feeling the cold. So.
My boss hog, thank you. Let's see, Michael. Somebody that knows hats and can see taste. I thank you so much, Tara.
She must want something. She's trying to ruffle your feathers up.
Right.
That is an amazing story, Todd. I've never heard of anybody's clothes being thrown on the couch.
Oh, it was. Again, it was even funnier because, it happened to the perfect person because I was like, excuse me, those are my britches coming through. Because what else are you going to say?
I really wish you would have taken a picture of that.
If I would have had any energy left in me, I was so spent. Like I had to drop Lindy and Ella off at the airport, so I had to sit there for 5 hours before my flight took off, and then it was late. And then I got on mine, and I did get seats up front, but this plane that came was a Airbus 220, and I know this because I looked it up on the flight because I want to know what kind of piece of crap plane this was, because they took there was no room up front. I was like, what am I paying for up here? Because I didn't have any room for my legs up there. So my knees were super sore on that stupid plane. And both of my flights were delayed. So by the time I got home, it was like I'd been at the airport. I don't know. I think we left at like 11. I think we were there like 12 or 1 or something. Or maybe we left at 1 and we were there for 12 and left. I got there 1. I don't know. But we were there like at somewhere around noon. And I didn't get home till like 1 o'clock, 1:15 in the morning. So I was just tired. But Lindy's like, whatever, you sissy. I was there for 24 hours. But
Yeah.
I had
You
nothing.
know, there
left.
was a question earlier posed for Lindy that was put up on the screen.
It was starred. What happened to it?
Oh, let me go.
It was, what fun things did
This
Lindy
one here?
do?
No.
No, that's another one. But what fun things did Lindy do after Hack Your Health? And I think she did those things with Todd. So probably
Right.
both of you can talk
Oh,
about
there we go.
what fun things
Oh.
you did around Austin.
Oh, we were at the house most of the time. We did go for a few drives. I went clothes shopping with my daughter. Haven't been into a real brick and mortar shop for I can't, 20 years almost. And actually bought clothes off the rack. So my daughter wanted to try a denim jacket on, and it was too big for her. And she's like, "Oh, Mum, give this a try." So I tried it on, and it fit, and I bought it. So got my first denim jacket I've ever had. So that was really good. But yeah, it was so funny because I walked into the shop and was looking at all the clothes, and it was like I was a zombie. I didn't know what to do. I'm always wearing black, as I am again today, just all this color, and I just couldn't find my way. I just felt really brain fogged, and what do I do? How do I shop? And my daughter started pulling things off and says, "Oh, yeah, try this on," and I had a ball. So I'm definitely going to go shopping with my daughter again. She's like my little muse, and we're just pulling out colorful tops, and yeah, there's my
your
denim
jackets
jacket.
there.
Yeah.
We have matching jackets. So
Look
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, thank you. So no, that was a big non-scale victory for me, just to walk into a shop in Texas the first time, since I've lost all my weight, and actually buy something off the rack. So that was really good. So that was a huge thing for me.
Non-scale victory for you there, Lindy.
Also,
Yeah,
That is awesome. Yeah, you should definitely talk about that next Friday, Lindy.
yeah,
that would really help a lot of people. That's a
yeah.
great non-scale victory. Yeah.
So
I
love.
Oh, go ahead, dear.
Oh, I loved shooting with Todd and Bella and Max. We went shooting to the shooting range. That was awesome. Something I've never done before.
we should show that video again, Michael, for the people that didn't see it.
Yeah. Don't you got some more steak to eat?
I just ate it all. Oh, that was a good picture.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think we were talking to Michael then.
You were, yes.
Yeah.
If she would have turned the camera on, you would have saw me.
Yeah.
Todd, can you send me that picture of all of us on the stairs?
Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, yep,
I'd love to have that.
for sure.
Yeah, so many beautiful pictures.
Oh,
We need to do another stream. I'll download all my photos.
There's Lark. Oh, that was the carnivore crack dip. That was delicious.
That looks good.
Then I'll show you the shooting videos again. That was fun.
What did you just send me now?
That's Lindy.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can pop it up because Esther's in it.
Oh, there you go.
Give me 1 second.
We're live, folks. I'll pull this up while you're putting that together, Michael.
Yeah.
So Charlie, we paid for our DEXA scans, and I was bummed out. This is one of the most things I was bummed out about, but we couldn't go because we're realizing how much time we're behind getting all the audio and video equipment set up for the live stream, and so we didn't end up going to the VIP dinner or the DEXA scans on Friday because we had to set up all the audio and video equipment and make room. Oh, yeah, that was at Fogo, right?
there you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
that's nice. There's also, Todd, I send you on WhatsApp a picture of me and you.
Oh,
but I don't think you've seen it yet.
I don't think so, and I don't know. Oh, that's because I'm not getting anything. Let's see. Maybe there's. Oh, no. That's because I'm not getting anything from you.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm sent you a couple of things on WhatsApp and you haven't looked at it.
He probably blocked you. He does that to me all the time.
No, that's only Michael.
Oh, I'm the lucky one.
How you are the lucky one. How?
There he is, hard at work. Brett.
Yeah, Brett was grinding away.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun doing that. Yeah, I did 30 of those cutting boards.
Oh, here we go. I got it. I got it now, Esther.
Oh, you did? Okay, I was going to forward it to your regular text.
Yeah, I had to.
That one's a really cute picture, and I forgot her name. She was so lovely. The woman behind us. She got us to take the picture together. Oh, that's so cute.
Easy. Stop that. You stop that right now.
That's so cute.
But yeah, Charlie, unfortunately, I had the DEXA scans and the VIP dinner on Friday. And it sucks because they're even paid for, and I really want to know, but I have a lot to do. I'm probably not going to get it done till after the 4th of July because my work schedule and fireworks schedule is going to be very busy here till after the 4th. But when I get done with the 4th, I'm going to go get a DEXA scan here in Bozeman. I'm going to go get an EKG here in Bozeman. I'm going to get the blood work done, and then I'm going to start doing that. When I was there, I talked to Avadia, and he said that he would be happy to also read my echocardiogram and tell me about the improvements. So we're going to do a video on that as well.
I got to do the DEXA there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
it was awesome. Yep, that's where that was at Fogo. We were eating our body weight, and well, sort of. They were kind of lagging. They tried to save themselves by not coming around very often.
Oh, especially with you touching all of it.
Well, I figured out the trick. I found the keys to the kingdom. You had to grab the whole thing. Oh, yeah. I think that was the morning we were getting ready to leave.
But I can't get over how tall Bella is.
She is
5'10",
super
yeah.
tall.
Oh.
Yeah. I know.
She's all legs.
Yeah,
you
she had
show
long legs. Yeah.
You want to show the shooting video one more time?
Yeah, keep your head on.
My head is firmly secured.
Yeah.
If you have other pictures, that's fine too.
Pictures coming in. I got.
Alrighty, no worries. I'll stop backseat driving.
Here, you want to see the video here?
Why do I feel like
This is how Todd treats me after doing all the behind the scenes stuff for the live stream. This is what happens. This is how Todd treats me. Okay. And once he realized it was for me, well, look what he does.
There's Amy. That was so funny.
she was telling me to blow you a kiss? So I did.
Yeah, that's the kind of things I get from Todd.
When was that?
That was at
Hack
Hack
Your
Your
Health.
Health.
At Hack Your Health when we were sitting in the front at the.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely send that to me again. I want to save that. That's all right. I'm going to have Amy send it to me.
I'll tell her not to.
That's all right. Which one's this one?
Oh, what?
Oh, I wasn't there at that time. This must have been another time.
Well, no, it's for the SPG.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, okay, because I thought I was sitting
Yeah.
next. I was sitting next to Todd.
Yeah, that was reversed. You were on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I just wanted to go back and highlight like that this week for the first time we had that men's meeting at SBG,
Mm-hmm.
and women are invited to listen in for their loved ones who are male. But it really spilled over to more than that. There's a lot of discussion around health, hormones, and it was really Dr. Phil did a lot of the work, and he put up a lot of diagrams, and I downloaded everything. I really want to digest what he had to say. It was a fantastic meeting, and I want people to know that, now we're having a men's meeting at SBG and focusing on men's health.
It was a good one. It was a good meeting yesterday for sure. Sorry, I was just going through here making sure I wasn't. Oh yeah, this is funny because this one was Lindy's daughter Alice. This was her first time shooting, so you'll see she's pretty scared of it when she's shooting here.
I saw the shell drop. Oh my goodness me! Wow.
But she's a little bit nervous.
Oh, big smile there.
All right.
Okay, now look at this. This was 2 clips later, and now she's freaking John Reacher.
Dirty Harry, yeah.
It's good that they're from 45 to
She's
9
picturing
millimeter.
Todd on the target. Make my day, Todd. And then
Right.
same with Bella.
But you can see the kickback. You see how her head is moving back, because there's so much force from the gun. Big smile there too.
I so wish I could have gone to that because I shoot pistols competitively, and I've taught a lot of people how to shoot and stuff, and it would have been really, really great to be there for that.
Next time for sure.
You guys shoot. Yeah. Gonna do that sometime.
Yeah, for sure. No. I'm the smarter, handsomer one.
I fixed Bella's little kickback issue.
That's awesome. Well, I don't know, but we did. That was a lot of fun. I thought it was a good time. The shooting was a whole bunch of fun, and yeah, I just everything would have been a lot more fun if it wasn't so hot. To be honest with you, for me, like that was the only downside was everything was so hot. But other than the heat, I don't think it could have gone any better. Like, man, we squeezed so much stuff in there. I still can't believe we got it all done. Exactly. I mean, how are you going to bring an Australian to Texas and not shoot guns? That had to happen for sure. Oh man, it's such a good time. No, we can't count down the days till the next one, huh?
I took a friend of mine who lives in the UK shooting years ago, and he was over here visiting family, and he was just amazed. He's like, he couldn't believe that we could actually own them and have them in our house and carry them around and stuff. And then, he went and shot it, and then it's like his whole attitude changed. We got back in the car, and he's like, "Man, I wish I could have one and have it in my house."
That's so funny.
It's amazing how a little experience like that can totally turn around your point of view.
Oh, my face expression is wonderful in that picture. I'm glad.
Good.
I'm so photogenic, it's not even funny. Look at me go. That was at the airport. What happened? Thanks, Michael. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna pay you back so hard when you finally start coming to these things. It's not even gonna be fair. Oh, you got some stuff coming, sir. He had to go through and find the worst picture that he could find of me.
If you guys noticed during the doctor live stream, there's a certain point Todd was controlling the cameras every time it would switch around, and there's one point like 2 hours in where he pops up and all of a sudden he puts his little boy smile on and looks directly into the camera. I'm going to make a GIF of that. I saw that. I'm watching. I'm laughing my ass off because he turns to the camera. And he smiles.
Because here's what happened there. All right. Up until 5 minutes before, I wasn't going to be running that switchboard.
I know.
And then I ended up having to run it at the end. Also, when the microphones went down, so did camera 6. So that put the orientation of all the cameras off by 1. So I was sitting there hitting buttons going, which one's Chafee? Which one's Bella? I was trying to find the right camera. And so it took me a minute to memorize the things. But I was so in my head, and that's why I wasn't. I hate your guts so much. I hate your guts so much. But what I'm
Todd,
thinking,
you want to give people a background on what you did, what this is?
Oh, we kind of did earlier, but it's a live stream that we did on Saturday that just took a heck of a lot more setup, and it was just it was a lot. And we did it on Saturday. It was Chafee and Kiltz and Baker and Avardia and Arvadia and Adam and Carrie and me and Lindy and Bella, and and also Dante came in remotely. But we had 8 cameras and 8 microphones on site there trying to get them going, and it was just kind of a nightmare, to be honest with you, to get it all put together. And then at the last minute, there's just so many things. Everything that could have went wrong did go wrong. We overcome most of it, but we did have some audio problems. And then for whatever reason, like when we were setting this stuff up, we had to go get HDMI cables like twice. The HDMI cables kept dying on us, and I don't know why. They just stopped working. So we kept having to buy these HDMI cables. The switchboard wasn't working. And then the cameras kept timing out and going to a screensaver. And so you were going to see a Sony picture bouncing around if we didn't hit the camera. So we had to go get SD cards because it wouldn't stop the screensaver unless it was in record mode. We didn't need it to be in record mode. We only needed to be in video capture mode because our switchboard was doing it. So just all these first time stupid amateur mistakes that we were making, figuring it all out. But when we finally got put together, and at the end, Ashley was going to run it, but we were already late. And then Ashley was like, yes, they all said that my purple shirt made me look like Donny Osmond. So that was awesome. And so at the very end, I was like, okay, Ashley, you're going to run this? He goes, well, I don't know how. Like, dang it. So the reason why I couldn't hardly talk to anybody because my mind was in what camera to go to. And I was trying to remember the sequence of the buttons for what camera it was going to pick up as people were talking. So that's why I wasn't very good at talking because my mind was elsewhere. And the reason why I gave that stupid smile was because, okay, I was starting to get better. I'm like, okay, when these longer answers are going through, I should cycle through so they could see everybody. And in my head, I was thinking, and then this one's me. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. And I had to look at the camera and then keep going on. That's why it all went to heck and gone. But anyhow, whatever. We're going to do so much better next time. I promise. But we still got 5,000 people in there. So
It was good. It was very good for us that were watching from other locations on the screen. There was a little bit of an issue with, sound in the beginning, but it was remedied very quickly. And you guys had the opportunity to answer so many questions. And yeah, 5,000. It was cool.
that's
You
awesome.
look great here, Lindy. This is an awesome picture.
That's my new denim jacket.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's awesome. That's way awesome. Yeah,
I like
mean,
how we
she's
watched.
got-
We watched. Sorry, Todd.
no, go for it.
Make a comment. You and Michael. Like how we all watch it and see a great video, and Michael just looks for opportunities for embarrassment.
Yes, welcome to my world. Yeah,
That's all I do. It's all I look for. I look for when I can't sleep at night. I lay in bed and I think, how can I get Todd?
absolutely.
That's exactly what I do.
Absolutely, I guarantee you do. Hey,
Hey,
I
guys.
do.
Hey,
Helps me
DC.
sleep, Todd. There he is. How you doing, DC?
I'm glad
Good.
that my torture helps you sleep, you son of a. What's going on?
What are you guys up to?
We're reminiscing
hanging
about
out.
Texas. We all just got back.
All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see Lindy and Ella shooting guns?
No, I didn't see that. Sorry. So,
I got you. They are now like I don't know, 7/8 American now. They've had hats. They've shot guns.
Lots of meat.
Lots of smoked meat.
Was it a shooting range or?
Yeah, I took them into an indoor gun range. Michael, you want to show it one more time?
Yep.
Well, Michael didn't show the video of Lindy shooting. She only showed
Yeah.
her daughter. So we need to see the other one too.
I have to get that one off my phone because I use the web app and it only goes back so far.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Do you want the one where I jammed the first bullet?
Yeah, send me that one, Lindy. You got that handy.
Yeah, typical me to break things.
Did you have a good trip, Lindy?
I did. It was absolutely amazing. Just not long enough. It went so quickly.
Yeah, it's never long enough, is it?
Yeah.
You get to go away.
With some great people.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Excellent. How long was the flight?
From Melbourne to San Fran, it's 15 hours, and then 4 hours to Texas. So 3.5, 4 hours.
Oh, that's
It's
not
a
too
long
bad,
flight.
really. Long flight, but not too bad.
It messes with your head. She took off Friday night and didn't land till Sunday morning.
Yeah, and we had a 6-hour layover as well. So that was
Okay.
just
Yeah, the
adds to it.
layovers are a killer.
Yeah.
You just spending 6 hours in an airport really sucks.
No.
Well, thanks for our phones. We were playing games, and they've got docking stations everywhere so you can charge your phones, but you have to fight for those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
was
like
so
spending
funny.
much time in airports though.
When I was sitting in the Austin airport, I was there for 6 hours waiting to leave. And this everybody kept going over to this one side, and finally, because it had docking stations on it, but I was looking under there and none of the docking stations were on because their furniture was the docking station. So they'd have a lane of chairs with outlets on it, but at the end there's just an outlet or plug in, and the whole chairs weren't plugged in, and everybody kept trying to use them. And so they finally got frustrated, and I was needed to sit there. So as soon as a couple of people got up, I walked over, plugged it into the outlet at the end of the wall, and then plugged my phone in. And I heated up the chairs because I was waiting. I was like, they're going to leave here pretty soon out of frustration, and then I can get a phone charger. It worked pretty good. I was laughing.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on the airports too. Like, some of the small, like Australian airports, I think they suck. There's absolutely nothing you can do. They're absolutely boring as hell. But other airports I've been to, like Singapore or Narita, they're quite cool actually. Like, there's lots of things you can do and good restaurants and stuff you can go to. So it's not too bad, I guess. I just don't like being around airports too long.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, between traveling, like you just want to get there. When you start traveling, you just want to get there and get it over and done with. When you get a layover and you're stuck there for hours at a time, you just want to, it just feels like you're wasting time.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
Absolutely.
My wife just got back from Japan on Saturday morning, actually. So she spent the last 3 weeks there. So I was a bachelor for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, here is Lindy.
Yeah, this would be funny.
Yeah.
It jammed the first round she did.
She broke it.
Yeah, I broke it there.
Did you hit the targets? How'd you go shooting the targets? All right.
Well, I'm blind, so I couldn't see if I hit the targets or not. I was just shooting.
We did pretty good. I put one out there 15 yards.
Just random, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, just shot. It's like wherever it landed, it landed.
Gangster style, eh?
But, yeah, Ella's actually got the poster. So she actually had her own poster and she shot and she got got the frame. So yeah, she was really good.
For sure.
She nailed it. Yeah. She loves it now.
Yeah.
This is her. Yeah. It's my daughter.
Yeah.
I love her dress. I love the pattern on the dress. It's just very soft and beautiful. Bella
They keep
looks
going
really
there.
serious.
Well,
Yeah,
Bella and Max do this for a date night. They go to a shooting
Oh, really?
range. So, they walk
Oh.
in and says, "I want this type of gun." They knew exactly what they wanted, so they're pros. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, she looked like she was getting it done.
yeah.
for sure. Oh, we got a question for you, Lindy.
Just the airport. Yeah, we didn't leave San Fran at all.
Yeah, probably not a very nice place to look at the moment.
Well,
No.
after the things that Todd and Michael sort of threatened me with.
I sent her the poop.
Yeah.
I sent her the poop app of San Francisco where it maps out all the places that there's human shit.
Yeah,
That was enough. Yeah, to say no. I'm going to
Yeah.
just stay in the airport.
yeah.
Safer.
And then
Not
that
much
video
I'm able to-
Michael put up of that guy who,
Oh, it was eating the leg of
was
the guy that
eating
got hit by
someone's-
the car. Yeah.
Yeah, the leg flew off and the guy picks it up and goes off and eats it. And I'm like, I ain't going there. And you think
Christ,
Australia is dangerous?
Right? You got that. John says you guys will be playing deputies in the next season of Reacher.
Well, my daughter does a lot of gaming on Twitch. She's got her own channel and everything. And so she actually put up a video of herself shooting and it just went viral in her community. Everyone just loves it. Like, oh, God, you're such a badass. You're actually really shooting guns. So she got a buzz out of that.
That's awesome. I tried to get her to take some of the spent brass home, but she was worried about getting it on the plane. And I don't think spent brass would be a problem.
Here we have a lot of biosecurities in Australia. Any kind of like living product, like even if it's made from like
I had to declare the chopping boards.
yeah, like wood
Because-
or grass or anything like that. They will either destroy it when you get here, or make sure that or treat it so that at your expense, to make sure that there's no biohazard coming into Australia. They are extremely strict on that in Australia.
Yes.
Wow.
What is it
really
about wood that you have to be careful about, that they're concerned about?
Children.
Or just any kind of bacteria. Yeah, any kind of bacteria that could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Like you can pretty much take anything out of Australia, but bringing it back in is like almost impossible.
Yeah, they're very strict.
So, Lindy, what happened with your cutting board? Did you get it?
I
home?
was able to get them through. Yeah, not a problem. So it's a good job I declared them, though. Would have been a problem
Yeah, you have
otherwise.
to make sure. If you don't declare them, you get into big trouble.
Yeah.
I just finished editing a video this morning. I just doing symptoms on blood cancer, so sort of have a break.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's. I think we're coming to your neck of the woods next. I think we're coming.
cool.
I think we're coming to see Lindy November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lindy's about 2,000 kilometers away from me, so that's, it's a bit far. You guys, I don't know if you go if you come up north, yeah, definitely come visit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You
I'll
wanna
have to
come see a
plan
decent
something
beach?
out.
Are you in Queensland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Queensland.
Yeah.
It's hot in Queensland.
Yeah, it's nice and warm up here. as I'm wearing a long shirt and beanie at the moment, but
Right?
yeah, yeah. But actually through the day here, like it's cold, like it's winter, but like through the day, if you go outside, it's still shorts and t-shirt weather.
Yeah.
The sun's nice and warm. Just morning and night it cools off a bit. So
What is cool off a bit? Well, like what temperature?
well, around Brisbane, like it gets down to I don't know, maybe 10 degrees. But if you go out west, like my father's place, they get into the minuses. So, but we don't get any snow or anything like that. It just gets cold.
10 degrees is in the 40s, Todd.
Oh, 40s. Okay.
Shorts and t-shirt weather.
Yeah, shorts and t-shirt weather for sure.
Well, it depends on what you're acclimated to, too. You know, like,
Yeah.
when I was living in Japan, look, it was so cold some winters, like, 3 degrees. I was walking around in shorts and t-shirts because, a lot of the time was in the minuses.
Right.
So, but, throughout the day, it's still nice and warm here. Shorts and t-shirts.
Probably upper 40s, lower 50s, if I have to guess correctly.
Wow.
To adjust that.
It gets so cold in Indiana, and I'm sure it gets this cold in Montana too, that you go outside and inhale through your nose, and the moisture in
Freezes.
your nose will freeze.
For sure.
Yeah, that's damn cold. Yeah, it never gets that cold here.
Yeah, it gets. We have a joke that says we have temperatures that are just cuss words. What's the temperature? Shit.
Queensland's kind of like Florida weather.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's where Hack Your Health is next year, is Florida too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be able to go see Rick then.
Yeah. I brought Rick up to
Actually-
people and everybody were a little worried.
Rick said in another chat, I think over on Carrie's channel, that he's going to try to make it over there.
Oh, nice. Well,
He's in Miami, and I think he said it's about a 4-hour drive.
is he going to bring his iguana jerky?
So I hope he makes it.
Yeah.
Really want to meet him.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'd love to meet Rick.
I'm not eating iguana. I don't care how bad he is. No way.
Hope he can get his car running, whatever car he's taking.
You better bring his Mopar.
Be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. His charger.
So that'd be awesome. Well, I don't know. It's gonna be fun either way. Hopefully it's not as bad weather in September. Hopefully that gets better.
Did you guys talk about Wyoming?
Yeah, we're going to Wyoming August 23rd through the 26th. Yeah, we shall be there. That one's close.
Is
And that's
that
just
another one?
Friday.
Is it?
Yeah, it's it's a meet up literally. So it's I think they call it the Riverton, Wyoming Rendezvous Meet Up or Meet Rendezvous or something. And what it is all the local beef ranchers are showcasing their beef, and so they're going to use it for cooking events and tasting, and there's going to be judges. So like Chafee's going to be a judge. I think Bella, is speaking there. Carrie might be speaking there. Dr. Kiltz is coming, and I think me and Coach Amy are going for sure. I know I'm going. I think Coach Amy's going too. And trying to think, there's a few more people, big names that are coming. But yeah, so it'll be fun for sure.
Cool.
That
Be
one's
the most carnivorous town in the country.
That's what they're calling for. So yeah, we're gonna go eat some food for sure.
Very cool.
I'll have for it. Yeah, so that one's gonna be fun. And then I think the next one, if I can figure out how to get there, is Lindy's. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I just sent Michael the link in WhatsApp. There's one in Adelaide called the Carnivore Collective or something.
Yeah, yep.
So yeah,
How far is Adelaide from you, Lindy?
I think it's about an 8-hour drive or like
Wow.
an hour and a half by plane, something like that. Might be a bit longer.
Yeah, from Melbourne. Yeah, it's
Is it
quite a
8
drive.
hours? Yeah.
Probably, close to, I'd say. From my place, from Queensland, it's I don't know, maybe 4-5 hour plane ride, I think. Yeah.
There you go. Carnivore Collective. So I think Kerry will be speaking there too. It's not 100% confirmed, but that's what they're talking about. And then he'll come to Melbourne and film my story. And not sure what else they've got on the agenda, but we'll definitely do a meetup in Melbourne. Todd will be there. So
And I
that'll
see
be
Dave Mack.
yes, he's
Wow.
coming over too. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Bart
So
K.
Bart
Bart
K.
K. So I'm really hanging out for that. So I haven't decided whether I'll go up to this as well. My husband doesn't need a passport, so we could probably do that together.
What, November.
How
November. How long is that for? Is that like a weekend thing or just one day?
I think it was 2 or 3 days. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Todd, you're going and you're gonna visit Lindy and plan around this event that we
Yeah.
just saw.
So you're going to the Adelaide event in November, are you, Todd?
I think so. I think that's going to be the plan. I know.
Okay.
So
November 23rd, just one day.
yeah. Okay. So just one day. So I'll probably fly into there and then I'll have to drive to you or fly to you, something like that. That's what I got to figure out. It's just I don't fit well in coach seats, but first class seats are ridiculous to Australia. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Prices here you're going to find a lot different to America. It's going to be it's a lot more expensive to travel in Australia.
oh wow. Well, I know that like a coach seat to Australia was like $1,500 to $2,000. A first class seat was like $11,000 to $36,000.
Yeah, probably looking at that.
What?
That's nuts.
What? So I don't know. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
especially when you consider it's just a few hours. Like it's not a real big flight.
Well, to me, it's a big flight. That's 14 hours on a plane. I was like,
Yeah.
son, that's why I was sitting here because my knees hurt sitting for 4 hours.
Austin to Salt Lake, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I was tired of it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to be hitting the weights this summer, though. Maybe I'll be 100 pounds less of a person by November, and then maybe it'll suit me a little bit better. So I definitely
Well, I
got.
did a lot of the ankle rolling in the plane, and that really helped a lot. So just doing those little movements.
Yeah, I think that's important. Like your Venus return is really important. Doesn't matter what your size is anyway. When you're traveling long term, like a long distance, it's really important for you to exercise your calf muscles to get that Venus return anyway for your blood flow, because that's where you get like a lot of people, especially larger people, will suffer from deep vein thrombosis when they're traveling. And lymphedema and lipedema, this is also another circulation problem as well, because you're sitting around for too long and not actually moving those muscles and getting that venous return back up to the rest of the body and getting that lymphatic fluid moving. So you need to exercise your calf muscles, even if you can just sit there and tap your toes, just tap your feet,
Right.
while you're traveling. Or just sitting at your desk or table or anything like that. It's going to help with all of that. So that's really important.
Yeah.
And Dr. Berry has a video where you lift your ankles up or something for your Solaris valve or something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
Reduces your
Solaris
blood
valve,
glucose.
and that.
Yeah, and that was
Like I
really
said,
good too.
that's all part of your part of your venous return, getting the blood flow, but also your lymphatic system, because all your fluid will, if you're sitting still long enough, all your fluid would all just go down to your feet, all right, and to your ankles, and all right. So you need to get that. You need to push that fluid back up. So the only way to do that is to move your feet. Okay, so like tap your feet, or so you can either do plantar flexion. Okay, so lift your heels up and push down on the balls of your feet, or the opposite way and tap your feet. So both are good. Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, definitely helped me a lot. So I thought I'd be in a lot worse condition than I am. So
That's good. Yeah. I mean, it really doesn't take a lot, honestly.
No, that wasn't really what I was worried about. It was just because I can get that movement, and the leg swelling wasn't bad. Stiff knees. I don't know why, but I think it was that stupid In-N-Out burger because I got an In-N-Out Flying Dutchman that was just the patties, but it was wrapped in
Yeah.
lettuce. And when I was like, I'll just eat the lettuce because then I won't make a mess in the car, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it hurt me too bad. My right knee swelled up after I ate that stupid lettuce.
Wow.
Yeah. Think how many chemicals are on that lettuce, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's something in there and it went straight to my right knee, and my right knee hurt the rest of the trip after that. And I was like, it
Yeah.
was sore all the way home. Still hurts. I was like, from stupid lettuce. You know?
That's
Yeah, so many
amazing.
chemicals. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, especially like these days, like if you can grow it yourself and pick it yourself, and you know you've got a little bit, like it's not going to be as bad. But you know, when you're on the go, especially like none of that food is going to be clean.
No.
You know, it's going to be full of chemicals.
And it was all garbage. The best food
Yeah.
we had was at our Airbnb that we cooked ourselves. It was fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, so good. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely going to invest in that smoker. Do you have a smoker, DC?
Sorry.
Do you have
What
a
kind of
smoker?
smoker are you looking at?
No, I don't
Charcoal
have a
or-
smoke. I don't actually like the taste of smoked meat much.
Mm. No,
I mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
closest I've come to smoked is like barbecue.
Oh,
But yeah,
I think you're
I
doing it
love
right.
barbecue, but yeah, I just don't. I've never liked the taste of smoked meats.
No, this is absolutely amazing. I don't know. I took a video of Ashley's Traeger, and I'll just see what the equivalent is here. I have no idea if we've got that brand here, or I've never looked into it.
Yeah.
So,
Pellet smoker wouldn't be a bad choice.
Yeah.
mm,
For sure.
yeah.
You know,
But I'll definitely take a video and send it to him before I buy it, or you know, you're amazing as well, and get your advice before I buy anything.
Happy to help.
Yeah,
Oh,
lovely.
well, that could have been it, John, because something lit me up with the In-N-Out burger for sure. So,
So maybe it was the vegetable oils.
yeah, that's what it could have been. Because it
Yeah.
lit me up for sure.
Yeah,
But-
plus it'd be full of pesticides too. It's not. I mean, wouldn't be just the seed oils and stuff.
What is so funny that you get 2 patties and a piece of lettuce, and it tries to kill you the way they cook it? You know, like, like it's just
Can't even get that right.
right. It's just like we simplified it. We took all the sauces and all the crap out of it and all the
Yeah.
buns, and it's still trying to kill you.
Watch things turn around.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
like
that.
that's another. Like I know a lot of people like they say if you're on the go or like go get these meat patties from these you know burger shops,
Fast
and
food
stuff like
places. Yep.
that, fast food places. But I mean, there's a number of reasons why I still wouldn't do that. I mean, one, I don't want to keep feeding money to people that are trying to kill us. Two, like okay, so they say that's 100% beef. Like, for one, we need fat. They're not fatty meat for a start. And whether or not it is what they say it is, I mean, they lie about absolutely everything. So can you really trust it that much?
Right.
And, you know, honestly, don't go to a supermarket, grab something. You can get something from a supermarket just as easy, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. We just happened to be on the road, and Ella was hungry, my daughter, and she's not carnivore. So
Yeah.
I was happy to fast, and so we took her through there.
And I was like,
So-
oh,
Yeah, that's a good point too, Lindy. Like, it's a good use it as an opportunity to fast, you know.
yeah.
for sure. No, there's lots of ways around it. It just makes you mad. You know, like I had heard that Joe Rogan has the Flying Dutchman from In-N-Out Burger, and that's his meal, his fast food meal of choice when he's not able to eat at home or whatever. And I thought, oh, maybe it's not so bad. I'll try it. And it was junk.
Yeah, but he's got no real health issue though, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
No, exactly.
for sure.
Yeah, and he does carnivore every now and then, but he's never been a strict carnivore like on a permanent basis. So you know, he's got a very different lifestyle.
Yeah, I was just reading this in the chat about the pellet girls. You know, the thing is, and you guys can tell me this. So I have I gave it away to a buddy of mine because I actually didn't care for it, but I had one of the original Traegers, like the first gen Traegers. And I don't know, it was 5 or 6 years old, but I never cared for it much because the smoke was not very deep, right? The smoke was weak. You could smoke stuff a long time and it wouldn't saturate and it wouldn't get deep into the to the meat, and it was kind of it's kind of so-so, So I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard Ashley had a Traeger, I had a tainted view that it was going to be kind of weak sauce on the smoke. But when he pulled that out of there and I saw that dark, rich red cherry color, I was like, oh man, this got some real good smoke on it. And then, when he cut it in and I saw that smoke ring, I was like, oh, for 2 hours, that was fantastic smoke saturation. Fantastic. So I think Traegers are doing better now on their smoke saturation because it was not that good on the first gen Traegers by any means. So, and I love the taste of smoke, and I love that you can, I love that smoke is a seasoning that doesn't make me sick. You know what I mean? I know some people that have histamine intolerance, it makes them sick, but smoke does not have any. It just doesn't have any, side effects to me.
But I found the meat was so tender to eat, and after like having lap band surgery, I really struggled to get meat down. So this is really soft and super easy. It wasn't dry at all.
Yeah.
And just cooking those big slabs, and you could do so much of that, just a week worth of food in a couple of hours. That'll feed my hubby and I for ages.
For sure.
It was so good.
Was very tasty, and I loved. Everybody was like, "It's not just the smoke, and there's no seasoning. It wasn't even salt. We didn't even put salt on it. It was just meat and smoke."
So good.
It goes to show you that you don't really need these sauces.
No, you don't.
No, that's right. Yeah.
No.
Sauces are so full of so many other garbage things that a lot of it plant-based too. That if you can avoid it, why wouldn't you avoid it?
For sure. Yeah. Well, I'll dang sure be avoiding. That this was in the first vegetable I've had other than pickled jalapenos in 18 months, and it made my knee swell up. So it's just like, hey, well, message received. Not doing that.
Yeah.
So, which is why when people are like, "You're gonna have a cheat day on your vacation," it's like, "Are you gonna have arthritis on your vacation?" no, thank you. So yeah, it's crazy, but that's awesome. But man, we've been on here 3 hours. This was sure fun. Oh, Charlie, what do you got here? You select the way you smoke. Eliminate a fire by selecting high or low smoke, and just choose the temperature preset. I'll check that out because the Traeger, the first gen Traeger I did, it had different smoke settings too, and I tried them all, but no matter what, it was just weak. I don't know what it was about it, but it just didn't do a great job. But I will definitely try that one out, the Camp Chef, Charlie. But I'm definitely going to be looking for a new one because we have a 500-gallon offset smoker, but we got to. There we go. We have to, but those pellet ones are so convenient because you can just dump the pellets in and walk away. So those would be super fun. But I appreciate everybody coming on and hanging out with us. This is super fun. We made it 3 hours. Next week, we will actually do what we meant to do, which is I will wear the Kubra, and Lindy can wear her Western hat from Texas.
And I'll wear this.
Yeah. What happened this week?
Well, it's in our bags, and we just got home yesterday, and we were tired. We didn't unpack yet, and we're being lazy. So we're going to do it next week.
Yeah, I was still waking
You're
up.
too lazy to unpack a hat.
I'm not. It was there, but I knew Lindy had it packed, and I wasn't even sure she was going to make it because we didn't talk about this. And so
I was lying in bed and I was watching Kerry on Homestead Hal on his live, and I just happened to say hi, like just on my phone. And he goes, "Oh, everybody check out Todd and Lindy and Michael. They're on after this show." I'm like, "What?" I had to jump in the shower. I didn't even know this was on. So I literally made it within 5 minutes to spare.
for sure.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we had to
still
run
waking
away.
up.
Right. That was so fun. Thanks much just for the streaming library.
Yeah, it's so
Absolutely.
good to be back.
Thank you
Missed
much.
last week.
That's
Yeah.
bliss.
sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks
Absolutely.
for coming on,
Thank you,
Esther.
Esther.
Coming
Love
on.
Thank
you
you.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
You guys. Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Yeah.